Welcome to the Killer Goat Show. I'm Killer Kelly.
And it's the young goat, Myron.
And we are your hosts. Quick recap in case you live under a rock. We just became the undisputed greatest wrestling couple in the world.
And we did it by beating the current Pro Wrestling Revolver world champion and his dusty broad.
Not once, but twice in the same day. But on a serious note, we are on our way to become the greatest tag team in Pro Wrestling Revolver.
But baby, Phil's nappy-headed ass has been trying to stunt our momentum and our growth. He booked us against the undead, against some zombies.
But fear not. To prepare for this challenge, we invited two special guests.
And they are two of the best professional zombie killers in the land.
On the field right now.
Oh yeah, my
please
brother,
give them a
sister.
warm welcome to Mick Rhymes and Killer Jones.
Thank you, Reed and Kelly, for the warm welcome. We got some action to get to, so maybe let's get to it.
We're in the wild and anything can happen. So we are going to teach you 3 simple ways on how to kill a zombie.
All right, step 1. You got you one of these glockadoodles here. What you need to do is if you see them, you shoot them right in the head. Double tap. Don't forget to double tap.
One right there.
Wait a minute.
Freeze! Foul!
All right, step number 2. You got you one of these nice pokers like my lady right here. You slice her hair right off. Look at her. The head has to be completely decapitated.
Got him.
Jesus Christ. And that's how it's done. All right, third and final step. You're feeling a little more violent. What you need to do is you stab them with the poker. You shoot them with the Glock until they're applesauce. Ow! Ow!
Those are 3 simple ways on how to kill a zombie. Back to the studio now.
Thank you so much, guys, for those tips. We are prepared. Thank you.
And on August 15, Pro Wrestling Revolver Cage of Horrors in Dayton, Ohio, you will see Killer Goat beat the Outbreak. That is all for the Killer Goat Show. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Have a pleasant evening.
But you can blame me for what I'm about to do. Try to shame me. We want the same things. I just needed more than you. I need it all. I've been aiming all at my enemies. I'm about to empty the clip. The views from the underground rise to the top of the charts. Now we living in the head like a digital scar. Say it loud. We going viral. Say it proud. We going viral. They can't stop it now. Wait, right. Survivor. We are the signal they try to erase. Now we the face that they can't replace. From every shadow we took the crown. Tell me, do you see? I'm undeniable. I'm undeniable.
Warning. The Wrestling Revolver is hard-hitting, high-flying, kick-ass pro wrestling. If the action moves in your direction, get the hell out of the way. The Wrestling Revolver is not responsible for any personal damages. Please do not try this at home.
This is wrestling for our generation, by our generation. This is Wrestling Revolver!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. The titans clash and the passions flow. The rain is fire, the tension is high. All the wrestling jump to death, close your eyes.
Super Show, the game, and the Retro Jinx proudly presents Cage of Horrors.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome live from a sold-out Dayton, Ohio. Welcome to Cage of Horrors. My name is Kevin Martin, but you didn't come here to watch me talk. It's time for your opening contest. Your opening contest tonight is a three-way dance scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, Gringo! Loco!
Live from Dayton, Ohio in the super stinky sold-out Calumet Center, this is Wrestling Revolver Cage of Horrors! I, of course, am Pork Torque because somebody had to be joined by Carmen Michael and Joe Dombrowski on commentary tonight. What a way to kick off our 5th annual Cage of Horrors!
An all-star broadcast lineup here for an all-star show, and we are all the way sold out here tonight, Dayton, Ohio, at max capacity, standing room only. I'm not sure if we can fit another body in here tonight, Joe.
That's okay, because we are live across the world on YouTube. Tens of thousands watching with us as the stakes keep raising as the minutes go by.
Introducing participant number 2. This is All Attitude, Alan Angel.
Kicking things off with an interesting three-way dance, triple threat, whatever the hell you want to call it. 3 guys who are going to give us a hell of an opening contest.
Well, not a lot of time to prepare here today for Alan Angel and Gringo Loco, who was set for battle in singles competition here tonight. Of course, the very last addition to the card, but what an addition it is. Joe, Rocky Romero joining the fray here in this triple threat.
Azukar himself, a Japanese junior heavyweight legend, makes his way to Revolver, and he is a game changer everywhere he goes.
And introducing participant number 3 from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 177 pounds. This is Rocky Romero!
Dale emoción, dale corazón, dale más sazón. Es la era de azúcar. Family of Roma drinking on kombucha with the hipsters and the boozers.
It's unreal November 2023. What a welcome here from All Attitude Alan Angels, not wasting any time bringing the fight to Rocky Romero.
You can see where he gets that nickname right from the get-go.
Angels has had a chip on his shoulder ever since he's been out on his own here in Revolver. No more macabre. Angels severs all ties with anybody in his past. He wants to prove he can stand on his own.
It's going to be a fast-paced, hard-hitting matchup to get it started here tonight at Cage of Horrors. Folks, if you're watching at home, we highly encourage you to join the conversation. Use the hashtag in the corner, Revolver Cage. We've got a great show in store, but I'm not sure how we can top this already. Triple threat action. Rocky Romero up and over. Look at the athleticism here on display from the two veterans.
And you touched on it, Carmen. Rocky Romero, an 11th hour edition, announced, I believe, just today. That's going to change the entire strategy for Loco and Angels. Two staples, two pillars of Revolver. But Rocky Romero, 8-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, is somebody who can achieve big things everywhere he goes.
Upwards of 30 championships held by Rocky Romero across his 27-year career. And these two men have a lot more in common than one would think, of course.
Is that one of them?
It might be.
They're both very sexy men. We can all agree on that.
An extensive history both in Japan and Mexico for both of these gentlemen. You can certainly tell by the style that they bring as Rocky Romero going for the tilt-a-whirl. Down goes Gringo.
Of course, Rocky's alter ego, so to speak, Azúcar, showing that sweet side, but always very dangerous as well.
Alan Angels entering the fray, saying, I'm the man here.
Pissed off as always. I believe the last time we saw him in this ring here in Dayton in a triple threat match, he got pinned by Krule when Krule became champion.
Getting really low. Crowd not exactly feeling the deep squats here from Alan Angels.
Not fans of that sort of gyration.
Crowd wanting a do-over here.
Tried to be sneaky, tried to be clever.
See, Angels has hips that do lie. That's the difference with him.
Keyword is try. Now, Joe, I know you've seen a lot across your storied career. Have you ever seen anything quite like the hip thrusting of Alan Angels?
Well, I'd give it about a 4 on rhythm and about a 2 on execution because it's found himself in a very precarious position. Gringo and Rocky double teaming against him.
Speaking of execution, look at that. Alan Angels moonsault taking out both of his competitors.
Guys, Angels is so dangerous because he has nothing left to lose, and he can do that and look like an idiot because none of us are going to tell him to stop.
Angels, a product of the WWA Force School in the Atlanta area, trained by A.R. Fox. Certainly you can tell that with the style that he brings here to the ring, but he also brings that bad attitude as well.
Not just bad attitude, it's all bad attitude.
Angels has seen some things here to be sure. Look out.
Off the rebound, Hurricane run it to the floor.
Looked like Gringo tried to block, but I think Angels got the better of him.
Diving crossbody now into the cover. And a kick out at 2 from Romero.
Nice strategy by Angels, divide and conquer. That's how you got to catch somebody off guard in a matchup like this. Angels has been thirsting for that opportunity in the upper echelon of Revolver. He feels he's ready, and I'm not going to argue with him, but the playing field is so competitive. A loss, just one loss, could send your career months in the wrong direction.
I'm not sure how wise it is here to be toying with Rocky Romero, to be taunting the crowd. This is a dangerous individual he's sharing the ring with right now. Angels into the cover. And notice the forearm placement across the face of the airport.
Well, absolutely. Angels just looking to add a little extra punishment there in that attempt to go for the victory. Remember, no eliminations in this one. First pinfall or submission wins it.
One fall to a finish as these two men trading chops. Angels blocking the shot, swinging neck breaker. Angels again into the cover. And again, another 2. Angels getting a little frustrated here, Joe.
Well, Angels has been close to victory and seen it slip through his fingers. Bork has talked about the history with Krule. We saw Angels recently in another matchup with Ace Austin that slipped through his fingers. Angels looking for Angels wings now, and to that point, can he finish?
Speaking of slipping right through your fingers, wait a minute, rolls through, single leg Boston Crab.
Beautifully executed there by Angels.
Rocky in a bad way here.
Great positioning by Angels, great wide stance on the base, but it leaves him susceptible.
And speaking of base, in comes the base god. Front suplex, Angels crashing onto Romero, just as well as the senton. As Gringo Loco, the 21-year veteran, definitely has been treated very well in his time here in Dayton, Ohio. Had a moment to check in with him earlier today. He really considers Dayton to be a second home. And again with the hip swivels.
You can hear the fans here in Dayton.
Popping over! Tope con heel from Gringo Loco.
And you can understand why these wrestling fans love Gringo Loco. And let's not forget, no stranger to gold, as you said, a former remix champion here in Revolver.
Now, certainly showing respect for Gringo Loco. Loco has lived and breathed this business for quite some time, all the way back at age 17, training with the likes of Mystico and Ultimo Guerrero before he even stepped foot in a Lucha Libre ring. And now,
look at the balance. Focus, the gyration.
Moonsault from Gringo. And Alan Angels, great ring awareness there.
Just barely. Credit to the referee for being on top of that. You don't see men the size of Gringo move in that way, but Angels, a young veteran, resourceful, found a way out as subtle as it may have been.
An excellent officiating crew here tonight. Official Stephen Kyle on the call.
You know, Gringo may be the most consistent athlete in Revolver history. Every time you see him, you know you get excellence, you know he's at the top of his game, and you know he's going to do something to take your breath away.
Guaranteed with Gringo Loco. None of that matters, though, to Alan Angels. He just wants to get
ahead.
That W tonight.
Hurricane Rana from Rocky Romero.
Look at how Rocky builds momentum from almost a stationary position. One half of RPG Vice with Trent Beretta, part of the Don Callis family. Oh. But it's all about the individual tonight, and Rocky scores big.
3 world-class athletes to get us started here tonight at Cage of Horror. And Rocky Romero gearing up, charges into the corner. Big clothesline to both Gringo and Alan Angels. Not finished yet.
Massive impact here from Romero.
That kinetic energy is rolling. Once Rocky starts, it's damn near impossible to get him to stop.
Unless he misses.
Double clothesline. Rocky Romero standing tall, and a bit of a mixed reaction here from the crowd in Dayton, Joe.
And imagine what the reaction is going to be of Alan Angels if he loses this matchup against an opponent he didn't know he was facing. Slice Rocky by Romero as he springs off Angels to connect with Gringo, and now a standing version on Angels. This could be all.
Cover made. Just broken up at the last possible second off that Destino.
And I would suggest Angels was dead to rights if not for Gringo Loco with the save.
Yeah, and that was no altruistic move by Loco. He just wants to get the pin himself.
Shades of the great Tetsuya Naito now turns his attention towards Alan Angels.
Blistering chop.
Echoing throughout the Calumet Center here tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. May have wasted just too much time. Alan Angels looking to create the distance. Romero not giving up quite yet, but wait a minute. Trapped. Angels charges in, the head trapped on the top turnbuckle. And now, vicious power bomb from Angels into the cover. And still not enough to keep down Romero.
A great combo by Angels, found a way to crimp the neck and trap Romero. Romero, the veteran, 2 decades plus strong, didn't want to give Angels the room for an offensive explosion, but all attitude was stubborn as hell and got it done.
Angels now turning his attention towards the corner. Wait a minute, not so fast. In comes Gringo Loco.
It's a dangerous place to be when Gringo's in the match.
Anywhere in the building's dangerous when Gringo's in the building.
What does he have in mind here? Gringo Loco with Alan Angels on his shoulder. Off the middle rope. Floats over ring to a power bomb. You have got to be freaking kidding me.
Absolutely insane.
Wait a minute, Romero. into the crucifix. Looking to steal the victory, and he does!
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Rocky Romero.
What a return! Here for Rocky Romero picking up the victory here in this triple threat. Very crafty from the veteran.
Crafty's one word, some might call it sneaky, some might say underhanded. I call it a victory, plain and simple.
Bottom line, it's resourceful. Rocky Romero, much as he did in the match itself, at the conclusion, Romero sneaks in the back door when no one expected him and walks away with the victory, walks away with the spoils. And you gotta wonder what's gonna go through the mind of that man, Alan Angels, realizing once again, he could have had this matchup won. The match he prepared for, he might have won this because Rocky Romero wasn't in that match. What's next for Alan Angels is what I'm wondering.
That's a great question. I don't think he'll take much solace in the fact that he didn't take the pin.
Now Gringo and Rocky having a moment here.
Maybe, are they inviting Angels back into the ring?
A nice show of respect from Romero and Gringo Loco. That right there is what it's all about, folks.
I don't think that's much of Alan Angel's style anymore.
No. Too much sportsmanship.
Great to see two incredible fighters known the world over, ended on a handshake, and what an incredible way to kick off Age of Horror 2020.
It only picks up from here, still to come in our main event. The Revolver World Championship on the line. Triple threat, Cage of Horrors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome at this time the Executive Vice President of Wrestling Revolver, Phil Stamper.
I saw earlier on social media board
Hey, everybody!
From Phil Stamper. It looks like we're not going to waste any more time.
I want the tea.
Are you excited to be here for Cage of Horrors? Well, I have a big announcement. We have just signed a deal. We will now be appearing on IWTV.
Wait a minute.
Very nice. Love to see it.
Not only will we be continuing to air free on YouTube, we will also be simulcasting on IWTV, where you now can find our back catalog. We're so happy to have a brand new partner in IWTV. And speaking of new partners, I have Ganger with me.
It's Ganger.
Ganger is my new chief of security.
Mind me not to act.
Ganger, what do you have to say?
Hell yeah.
A man of few words.
Have a good night!
Ganger keeping it short and sweet.
Don't worry, Phil. I couldn't have topped that either.
Huge news there from Stanford.
Coming to the hub of independent wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next contest is scheduled for one fall.
And still live on YouTube. We get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. It's our world tag champion.
Wow. Wow, what an announcement it was by Phil. What an announcement. But boy, does Tie or Die have an even more major announcement to make here tonight.
Yeah. More major than that?
Because what a year it's been for Tie or Die. We've captured these tag titles. We've added this monster, this beautiful animal, Amazonga.
Amazonga being a huge boon to Tyus and Reynolds.
Phil left. Phil's out of here. Who do they think they're talking to? Who do they think they're talking to? You're going to want to quiet, because boy, do we have a major announcement for you. Because if you thought Amazonga was a monster, I found somebody scarier than Amazonga. I found somebody tougher than Amazonga. I found Rory Shield.
Rory Shield.
Rory Shield, apparently the newest member of Fire Die?
Seems that they have some kind of business relationship, but Rory Shield is absolutely
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Tie or Die, Rory Shield.
We're talking about a 3-year pro out of Las Vegas who's trained and studied under the likes of Alex Shelley. So certainly her reputation precedes her, but can she get the job done against such tough competition?
Her opponent making her way to the ring. This is Steph DeLander.
It's the biggest platform, the biggest opportunity to take for Rory Shield here in her pro wrestling Revolver debut. I gotta ask the question, can she hold up to the pressure tonight against Steph DeLander?
That's a great question. I mean, first one-on-one match here in Revolver, and her first time facing Steph DeLander. All of the pressure's on Rory tonight.
Steph DeLander has a tremendous amount of momentum. Of course, he's preparing for a Pure Rules title match in Ring of Honor against Deonna Purrazzo at Death Before Dishonor a week from now. But really, to me, the crux of Steph DeLander's story is that she went 2 years without in-ring competition. She went 2 years without her dream, thanks to some serious neck surgeries. It was thought she may never wrestle again at one point. Steph DeLander thought of this day every single day in those 2 years. So how hungry, how determined is Steph to make up for lost time?
What a comeback for Steph DeLander. Of course, tonight being her first singles match here in Wrestling Revolver. Just made her Revolver debut last month in Nashville. Here tonight, I mean, we're talking about she just returned from injury, already has had more than 25 grueling, hard-hitting battles since making that return from a career-threatening injury. Steph DeLander really living life to its fullest.
Steph's only been back for, 4 months or so, but hasn't missed a beat, doesn't show any sign of rust. Oh, look out.
Rory's tired of all this. She wants action.
Yeah, Rory wants to put her name on the map. She doesn't care about Steph's moment, Steph's spotlight. This is all about Rory Shield and, I guess, impressing Tie or Die, right?
Well, impressing Tie or Die, impressing Revolver management. Looks like she was trying to get the favor of the fans, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, Rory Shield knows exactly how big of an opportunity this is here tonight. We're talking about one of the best independent pro wrestlers on the planet today as she faces off against Steph DeLander. Rory, you mentioned it, trained by Alex Shelley, Truth Martini. She's less than 100 matches in here in her career. This is a huge test for Rory Shield.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, you have veterans like Shelley and Martini guiding your career. You come into match number 1 smarter than a lot of people who have done it for 5-10 years with inferior training. They have set Rory Shield up for a huge opportunity on a big platform like this. Now she's got to bring it home, but as we said, what a test in the form of Steph DeLander.
Yeah, all it takes is a few shots like that from DeLander to make her opponent rethink all of their career choices.
Oh, there's a reason that she calls herself, quote, the baddest bitch in the independents.
Yeah, Rory definitely getting quite the welcome here to Revolver. Look at the strength from Steph DeLander. Sidewalk slam, down goes Rory into the cover. And notice the smile has not left the face once of Steph DeLander since stepping foot in the ring.
We know that Steph is fearless, right? You gotta be when you hang around Mance. And not only that, how about the recent tag team matchup against Myron Reed, Killer Kelly? Steph will back down from no challenges whatsoever. She loves being in there.
It just goes to show that wrestlers are truly a different breed. I don't know if we'll ever truly understand what's going on in their minds.
Rory Shield rolling to the outside, trying to find a bit of a breather. I'm not sure how much success she's going to have there as we see Steph DeLander already issuing the challenge, telling her to get back in the ring. Wait a minute, Rory Shield lured her right in. That arm right across the top rope.
That's some veteran thinking right there. I'm impressed with Shield.
And I believe you mentioned it, Joe. When you train, hold on, cover made. When you train with the likes of Truth Martini, Alex Shelley, you really have a leg up on the competition. And she's only been in the business around 3 years, but she is so wise beyond her actual experience.
No doubt about that. It's being able to sit under that learning tree, pick those brains that's going to help you rise up against a more experienced competitor in a high-pressure situation like this. Rory needs that. She's got that foundation, and there's a smart maneuver, too, to take away the arm, take away that appendage. That's going to neutralize some of that power and leverage of Steph DeLander.
A good strategy if she can keep it going. But Steph's not just going to sit in there and take it.
You got to be proactive. You got to be offensive. If you lay back for a moment, you'll pay for it, but check this initiative out.
Rory Shield got the Kimura lock in. Steph DeLander, center of the ring, reaching out, trying her best to make it to the rope to break the hold. Has no choice here. Got to fight her way out, but wait a minute. You talked about the strength. Look at this.
Just not enough body weight. Rory was leaning forward with everything she had to try to bring Steph DeLander down off her feet. But Steph planted her feet, swung with the hips, and Rory got planted, and it is all Steph DeLander at the moment.
Beautiful fisherman suplex there from Steph DeLander. Now charges in the corner with the splash. And a big boot taking down Shield.
That'll knock a few teeth out.
That full extension, that power, and the lower body of Steph DeLander, something you don't see every day.
Fall away slam. Steph immediately into the pinfall. I think at this point we've reached the part of the matchup. Steph DeLander, she's had her fun. She's really seen what Rory could do. Now she's looking to put things away.
Absolutely, you can't deny that. Maybe right here.
And to your point, it looks like Steph is going for the Steph 5.
Rory had it scouted.
Again, going after the arm. Has that Kimura lock in.
And again, great ring positioning, but can she get Steph off balance? Can she get her off her feet?
Steph.
That's easier head.
Wait a minute. Innovative maneuver there from Rory Shield.
Roll through, back bridge.
Look at this.
Super impressive.
Muda lock variation. She's got the chin lock.
And most importantly, wrenching back on that surgically repaired neck of Steph DeLander.
She doesn't have the lower body grapevine that you would like to be, but to your point, Carmen, yeah, focusing on that neck, and even if the neck's 100% healed as Steph gets to the ropes, you got to wonder if that will rent some space in Steph's head, knowing that she's got pain in that neck again.
And definitely Rory looking to make a statement, look to get under the skin of Steph. Steph charging in, and I think, hold on, cover made, feet on the ropes. And our official catching Rory Shield right in the act.
Great vision there from referee Chad.
Rory got desperate. But these zebras are asserting their authority.
This is not the time to lose focus.
You want to beat Steph, you earn it.
Here we go.
Steph 5. The Steph 5.
Cover made. And Steph DeLander victorious here in Revolver.
Your winner of the match, Steph DeLander.
First singles victory here in Revolver for Steph DeLander. Something tells me, gentlemen, will not be her last.
Whether you're a member of the Revolver roster, whether you're Deanna Purrazzo next week, whether you work anywhere of the 4 different places, Steph currently holds a championship. Be on your guard. Steph DeLander back in the ring, better than ever, and looking for more victories.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a tag team matchup.
Oh my God, it's Killer Goat.
Chosen, yeah, I know. Watching you catch girls and leave them with me. I've been breaking backs, I've been snapping necks. When I show up, Captain Crunch, then I grab my check. Walked out wearing the vest, walk out looking the best. Walked out cash my check.
Introducing first, making their way to the ring, this is the team of Myron Reed and Killer Kelly. Killer Goat!
Wrestling's greatest power couple, as they call it, Killer Goat, are undefeated in tag team action here in Wrestling Revolver in the year 2026.
Well, self-proclaimed greatest couple in professional wrestling, but you just mentioned a little bit ago, Borg, tonight really has a little bit of everything for everyone. Not only do we have Frat House rules later on, we're about to gear up for some zombie hunting here in this tag team competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up and prepare to be shocked and amazed as the purveyor of peculiar, Barnabas the Bizarre, oh so proudly presents from the witch trials of Salem to the voodoo graves of New Orleans, twin bodies, one conjoined brain, and insatiable hunger that must be seen to be believed, for they are the unstoppable, incurable infection, Jackson, Abel, the Outbreak!
Well,
a team you're very familiar with, Joe.
Yes, the purveyor of the peculiar, Barnabas the Bizarre, has his centerpieces from his auditorium. Jackson and Abel, who very much live a zombie lifestyle, if you will. And it's certainly worked as a mind game, it has worked as an intimidation factor, and it's worked in the fact that it feels like you can't hurt these twins. They've been tearing it up in JCW every single week there, and now that they're away from, let's say, some of their vices, some of their enablers on that broadcast, they're going to be even more focused.
Killer Goat
going right after.
Killer Goat has seen enough here.
Well, Myron and Kelly are not intimidated by the Outbreak. You got to wonder, is that bravery? Is that stupidity?
Apparently they've been training with the world's greatest zombie hunters.
Looking to bring the fight right to the Outbreak.
You know, those zombie hunters look familiar.
They look like Mance and Steph.
Oh, into the corner. You can't argue the chemistry of Myron and Killer Kelly. You talk about it, Brookner 3-0 in tag team action. They have made inroads about pursuing the Revolver Tag Team Championships. Last time we saw the Outbreak, went Myron with a cover. Interruption by the twin. Last time we saw the Outbreak, they were competing for the vacant tag team titles, so they're very much in this conversation as well. Certainly a high-profile contenders matchup we're seeing before our eyes.
Absolutely. Either of these teams would love to challenge either Ty or Guy or Crist, Swann, and Miguel, depending on how things go tonight.
A lot of moving parts of the tag division, but an ear fall on Myron.
Jackson swinging a miss.
And you know Myron still fashions himself as a champion, even though that's not official in the Revolver record books.
So, I mean, he is the longest reigning world champion in Revolver history.
You certainly can't discredit Myron in that aspect, but here in the tag team division, I mean, clearly we see the tag team division as loaded as it has ever been. I'm just curious how you approach a matchup like this, facing off against, well, quite literally the undead.
Especially your first time facing these, let's just say it, freaks, and you can see them in the corner. The only thing that weirds me out more than these zombie lifestyle individuals, as you say, is that weirdo Barnabas.
Oh, Barnabas is the brains behind the operation. He has programmed these two twins with one brain hell-bent on destruction.
You're telling me that's not Kevin Martin?
I don't think so. I think he had a red jacket.
Oh.
Reed at the behest of Jackson, tagging Abel, the legal entity, body.
It's hard to tell when you're two vessels, one mind, a bit of a hive mind situation.
Vessel's a good one. Meeting of the empty minds. Here comes Killer Kelly.
And now Jackson and Abel are in serious trouble. Kelly has a vicious streak a mile long.
Kelly also no stranger to taking a bite out of competition.
No, she
much
loves
like the
fighting
Outbreak.
ass.
And no fear, to say the least, as
there we go.
She's biting him.
Now, what are the rules on that? You know, I've watched a lot of Walking Dead, but never once did I see Michonne or Rick Grimes take a bite out of an actual walker.
It's safer than biting lettuce.
Kelly on the back of Abel. Nobody's safe in this situation.
It's an outbreak that none of us can recover from. Up and over!
And Kelly on top and didn't relinquish that hold. Abel may be out. 2 count only. Saw Myron and Kelly overcome the likes of Steph DeLander and Mance Warner of the production. And certainly would not like to stop anytime soon. But Kelly, I think she just finally looked into the eyes of Abel and realized there's nobody looking back at her.
Like you said, a vessel, not a human. Even a soul? I'm guessing no.
I think Barnabas has possession of that.
Okay, fair. Whereas we know that Myron owns Killer Kelly's soul, and vice versa.
That was so sweet.
They are sweet.
I think.
They love each other.
Well, no time for aggressive public makeout sessions in this matchup, though. They got to be all business if they hope to survive the outbreak.
So far, undefeated in tag action in 2026. Killer Goat looking to keep that streak alive.
Looking to stay alive.
Fair.
And Myron, he's beating the outbreak to the punch on their own offense. This is a mind game of sorts from Myron Reed and Killer Kelly before the outbreak, and Barnabas even can figure out a response.
Killer Goat definitely being the aggressor here in this matchup. You see the blood already in the mouth of Killer Kelly.
Now, whose blood is that?
Great question.
Maybe Killer Kelly getting slightly overconfident there.
Yeah, I think you got to be careful over how susceptible you leave yourself near the.
Oh, no! Well, that's going to be an awkward car ride home.
Abel just sidestepped Kelly, and on the rebound takes the young goat for a loop.
Myron Reed turned inside out off of the clothesline from Abel.
And you can hear these fans come alive for the outbreak. I'm not sure if Abel has a fundamental understanding of tag team rules, but he does understand he needs his brother, and he needs him fast.
Well, the crowd here in Dayton certainly always historically have been a fan of the dark and twisted. I mean, why else would they be here tonight at Cage of Horrors? But they're certainly showing their love for the outbreak.
That's a great point, Carmen. The most people we have ever crammed into the Calumet Center. Cage of Horrors in its 5th iteration tonight.
And they're all watching Jackson try to snap the unbeaten streak of Killer Goat, but Myron, the intensity on the reversal, and Jackson pops back up.
Good God!
Oh. Myron's dazed.
These men don't feel pain, 2 count. And if they do feel pain, I don't think they mind it that much.
If they do, they certainly hide it well. Wait a minute, going for the bite.
And Myron just bailed out Kelly.
Saving his beloved. At what cost?
Oh. Double team offense. The longest reigning Revolver champion is down. Could be pinned. Oh, barely kicks out.
What a visual.
Yeah, do you think it even registers with these, whatever they are, that they almost won?
Well, wait a minute. They're going to win here if they hit as above, so below. But
Myron saw it coming.
Yeah. Myron, desperation, trying to get out of there. Second attempt. Can't run forever.
This could be it.
Nailed it.
These dark demonic entities are gonna jump up the ramp. What happened? What happened?
Killer Kelly right there to save her man.
Right place, right time for Killer Kelly.
You know, so much of Myron's victories came from having the support of the woman he loves most in this world.
That's one way of wording it, yes. How about flagrant physical hell, but Barnabas pissed off by that. Oh no, Barnabas got it!
What a shot from Kelly! Rocking that ball dome.
The sadistic smile of Killer Kelly. Blood dripping from her mouth.
She's gonna have to answer to that. In the form of Jackson, who's a little hungry.
Wait a minute!
Oh, Myron!
Dear God, every time Myron hits that, my heart skips a beat. Wait, look!
Roll up.
In the ring, shoulders down. Abel nearly pins Kelly.
Oh, shot to the nethers.
Ineffective.
Oh, I think those were removed with the autopsy.
Oh, no.
Oh, Kelly's just trying to find a way to
No way that tasted good.
to shake through the imperviousness to pain. Whatever she can do, Kelly into the corner. And Myron is perched where he's most comfortable for the no cap splash.
Some bad romance there.
Undefeated streak continues.
Your winners of the match, the team of Myron Reed and Killer Kelly, Killer Goat!
Well, I guess the zombie hunting exercise worked, gentlemen. Myron and Kelly came in with their backs against the wall. Everybody they defeated before was, well, human. But they branched out, defeated the Outbreak, and are the tag titles in the imminent future, Bork, of Myron Reed and Killer Kelly.
I mean, you'd have to think that at the very least they're getting into title contention with victory after victory.
Carol Dixon, eat your heart out. Killer go victorious here against the Outbreak.
The Outbreak still look hungry. Gentlemen, have I introduced you to Carmen over here?
Oh, hold on.
If you need a snack.
I like to think I'm more of a meal.
Bork told me you were a snack earlier.
I said no such thing.
I'm like a KFC combo.
I said you look delicious. That was about it.
Come with thick thighs.
Nothing delicious in the ring right now, but something very devastating and dangerous. Jackson, Abel, Barnabas the Bizarre were unsuccessful tonight, but you gotta believe they will be back here in Revolver.
Yeah, call the Revolver figures what you will, but these sickos love themselves the Outbreak.
Do we take a moment now to clean out the ring like this is not a biohazard incident?
I mean, one would think we would want an outbreak to spread beyond these three.
Well, I don't think they're contagious.
I'm not very convinced by that.
Up next, World Tag Team titles on the line as Tie or Die take on the team of Trey Miguel, Dave Crist, and Rick Swann.
Jake Crist.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Revolver World Tag Team Championships.
Look, I've been doing a lot of tape study this week. That's the biggest mistake this show. Will be good. How's that for a throwback?
Holy shit, guys! Oh, I'm 4K in their newest generation! Right
here in Revolver. Could this be the reunion of Ohio? It's for killers.
Certainly looks that way. Jason right here in Dayton, Trey from Toledo, and Swann making Dayton's second home.
I think Swann and Kevin Martin may have shot from the same Kmart.
Looks like it.
Well, we know what that OI 4K mentality is. We know what that OI 4K mood is. When these men can channel that mentality, they are at their absolute best. Time has proven they take over companies with that kind of iteration.
Speaking of the absolute best in the tag team division, we've got Tire Die on the way.
I can't take away anything from these individuals, and I guess Rory able to win over some standing with Tire Die with the effort earlier. Ryan Mathias, KJ Reynolds out here with Amazonga, and it seems like Ryan and KJ have just got more bold, more confident, and certainly more effective since the big Amazonga made this group a trio.
Hey, that's what winning does to you. That's what holding championship gold does. You earn every single ounce of that confidence.
We're talking about a game changer. Amazonga has been that very thing for tie or die, but tonight they face their biggest test today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Wrestling Revolver World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first the challengers in the corner to my left. This is the team of Rich Swann, Trey Miguel, and Jake Crist, OI4K! Their opponents in the corner to my right. They are the current reigning and defending Wrestling Revolver World Tag Team Champions. The team of Ryan Mathias, KJ Reynolds, and Amazonga. They are Tie or Die.
Tire Die's only been here in Wrestling Revolver for less than 2 years, and already they find themselves at the very top of the mountain in the tag team division.
They've no doubt made the most out of that 2 years and solidified themselves as one of the teams to beat. My eyes go to the other side of the ring as well. One of the challengers, Trey Miguel, returning from a broken patella. His kneecap put him on the shelf for some 4 months. He's only had a couple of matches since then. You gotta wonder how that knee will hold up in what's sure to be a rapid-fire matchup with the titles on the line.
126 days on the shelf for Trey Miguel. Now in his return to Revolver has an opportunity to hold tag team gold, and listen to the response here for Jake Crist.
Dayton, Ohio loves their hometown hero, but now he's facing off against Ryan Mathias. Ryan's got the reach advantage and the height advantage, to be sure. Jake probably has about as many years in the ring as Ryan is old.
Well, Ryan's been turning a lot of heads in this industry, been catching the eye of a lot of top executives and talent scouts, but bottom line is Mathias is going to have to bring his A game to impress Jake Crist, because there is nothing that Jake Crist has not seen, especially here in Dayton, Ohio.
Mathias has been making a lot of waves, but he has to stay focused here tonight. Tag team titles on the line. Mathias showing some incredible athleticism, still caught with the boot. And now Jake Crist looking to fly.
Perfectly placed there, right on the jaw.
Up and over
Mathias
with a plancha.
Nowhere is safe. And another thing, gentlemen, that really intrigues me about Crist, Swann, and Miguel, very similar life journeys. They've seen some low lows. They've experienced now some high highs. They are both the best version, as we have a near fall in the center of the ring, the best version of each of them respectively we are seeing before us right now.
I have to agree with that, as Mathias making his way over to the corner.
Not the best look for him.
Certainly has had enough of Jake Crist.
But I mean, it's a legit strategy, right? Like, you got to get out, you got to get to your corner, get the fresh man in.
Well, the strategy is to tag, not so much like just cuddle with them.
Some might call it cuddling, some might call it cowering. I call it a good strategy.
A little column A, a little column B as Rich Swann makes the tag in.
The energy changes every time Rich Swann's in there.
Always such a good mood whenever Rich Swann enters the building, but make no mistakes about it. Once that bell rings, Rich Swann can go toe-to-toe with anyone.
That hotel, KJ Reynolds, not in a good mood right now. Almost got his face knocked off.
A world-class athlete.
And to that very point, Carmen, look at the action
minute.
right here.
Boom!
Reynolds showing what he can do to a veteran.
Reynolds planting Swann headfirst into the mat.
KJ's not just quick, he's rapid in everything he does. But Rich Swann may be the one man capable of keeping pace with him.
Swann could definitely keep pace with athletes half his age, half his experience. Here comes Trey. But looking at Trey in the background, I got to point out, Trey did have a hand in training tie or die back in the Dub Club days.
Early knows tie or die perhaps better than anyone. Crist into the cover. Off of that wheelbarrow X Factor. Excellent maneuver there.
I'm sure Trey has shared that information with Crist.
I think we're going to get our first taste of Trey if the crowd gets their way. And I'm curious, Bort, what does Trey feel about the attitude of tie or die compounded with their success? But right now it's Amazanga who has to be the barrier between Trey and his former proteges.
He's certainly going to test out the strength of that knee here against Amazanga.
Trey knows what it's like. Nice. Be young and full of pith and vinegar. Look at the athleticism from Trey Miguel.
Trey Miguel like he never lost a step. Looking in rare form here tonight. Best shape of his career.
Yeah, so smooth, so efficient. Trey Miguel's put on a lot of size, upper body power.
And it hasn't slowed him down at all.
Rory Shield.
Hey!
What?
Oh, wow, an exploder suplex to Rich Swann. Rory Shield already proving to be quite the factor for tie or die.
Tie or die doing a great job there of distracting referee Daniel Spencer. Look
Oh
at the
my
high
God.
kick. Oh, dear Lord.
Amazanga just completely manhandled a full-sized human being.
Amazanga possesses inhuman strength.
Just about imploded the ring, and now Matthias makes the tag back in, looking to pick up where Amazanga left off. Tag made to KJ Reynolds. Now, we can utilize those frequent tags to extend the 5 count of our official. Oh, charging in all that extra additional weight, colliding into that splash.
That was what, over 500 pounds charging in at once?
Tie or die doing a great job here. Once again, of distraction, misdirection. It's helped them in the past, and it's helping them tonight.
Yeah, no, Reynolds into the cover.
No love for Trey Miguel from tie or die. They're going to taunt him, get under his skin, bait him into the ring so the referee gets distracted just as they would anybody else.
It's all on the line tonight. Tie or die defending their tag titles.
They reign proudly since, I believe, the month of February. No one's been able to stop them, and we've seen different iterations. We've seen a number of these gentlemen as a duo and also all three together, and nobody's found the formula to stop them.
Great point, Joe. Absolutely unstoppable since becoming tag champions, and Swann's in trouble.
Oh, jeez.
Back first into the corner, all the weight of Amazanga driving Rich Swann. That is a tremendous amount of damage just done to the lower back.
It's over 300 pounds just crushing Swann.
Amazanga not finished yet. And he mentioned tie or die winning those championships back at Revolver Strong. Keep in mind, they won those championships with the championships vacated, and keep in mind the last team to hold it would be the Rascals. So Trey Miguel definitely looking to regain those tag team titles here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt, a little bit of a message to his brothers if he's able to do that, but
look at this.
That's incredible.
The balance by Matthias.
Superplex off of Amazanga.
Oh, Matthias hurt himself. That was a long way down, but the impact may have been worth it.
Yeah, Swann got it even worse.
That lower spine of Rich Swann has to be in absolutely excruciating pain. And if it's not yet, it sure is about to be. Oh, Amazonga looking to fly. Jake Crist making the save.
Crist can fight at his best when his back's against the wall.
Yeah,
oh, no way!
Overwhelming
size!
Oh! Good God!
You gotta be kidding me!
A tie or die doomsday device.
That is Wrestling Revolver tag team action at its finest.
That is Amazonga showing you that the rules of gravity do not apply to him.
That thick skull just crashing down into Jake Crist.
Jake's got to find Trey Miguel and fast, or this thing's over.
I know I mentioned it before, Amazonga has been absolutely a game changer for tie or die. Since joining forces, it seemed like tie or die has been absolutely unstoppable here in the tag team division.
Well, they can say or do whatever they want. They can call their shot, because with Amazonga watching their backs, nobody's going to step to it.
Yeah, Billy Starks found out the hard way, just what you're mentioning, in Music City just a couple weeks ago.
Crowd chanting OI4K. Those symbols may be enough to motivate Jake Crist through the dark times of this matchup. Oh, Trey Miguel took a cheap shot from Matthias.
How motivated can you be in the Tree of Woe?
Think about how many hours, how many days Trey Miguel sacrificed to help teach these kids, help mentor them. And that's how they repay him. And Jake Crist is defenseless.
Like a car crash in the corner. Amazonga head first into the chest of Jake Crist. Now Matthias looking to pick up the pieces. Kick out at 2.
May not have been a 3 count, but it surely may have shortened Jake Crist's career.
That heart, that determination of Jake Crist, always in the fight, refusing to concede. It's why he's such a decorated champion throughout Revolver history, and why he's still in the running to add to that tonight.
Revolver OG looking to add more gold to his resume as Matthias placing Crist on the top turnbuckle.
You know, Matthias has no fear of heights. You know, Ryan likes to go flying, but he's in. Oh, Jake Crist fighting back.
The veteran hanging on, shots to the midsection, shoves down Matthias, and now Crist at his most comfortable drops the leg drop.
Crist scored big, but what damage did he do to his own tailbone? Crist, no condition to make the cover. Can he find his corner?
Crist willing to leave it all on the line here. Tag team gold. The stakes cannot get any higher. In comes Trey Miguel.
In comes KJ Reynolds, and Trey explodes.
Miguel bringing that fast-paced offense.
It's time for some tough love from Trey.
Off the rebound from behind, German suplex, and now back on his feet. Trey Miguel in rare form.
Pure fireworks from Trey Miguel.
Oh, we talked about what being on the shelf can do to you when you feel that rush in the ring again. Trey Miguel is on cloud 9. He's feeling the moment here in Dayton.
You certainly feel the energy in the room here tonight. The crowd wanting new tag team champions. They could be looking at it, but wait a minute. Swann making the save.
Oh, here we go. They're going to get the big man up.
Double team the big man.
Oh no, Reynolds joining in.
I would say evening the odds. However, I think Amazonga had a fair chance in his own right.
Everybody involved in the equation. Advantage champions when it comes to mass.
Advantage OI4K when it comes to crowd support.
Yeah, and maybe heart, maybe determination.
Oh my God!
And execution.
And that is a whole lot of humanity to go crashing into the mat. OI4K in control, but can they capitalize?
Don't ever tell Chris, Swann, or Trey you can't do something.
Oh my God, triple drop kick from OI4K.
Incredible innovation tonight. All of Dayton, Ohio supporting OI4K, but is it gonna be enough to secure the titles?
Swann and Crist in the corners. Oh my God! Swann making it look easy here tonight in Dayton.
And that's an area where nobody can compete with OI4K in the air. And I think we saved the best for last.
One of the best high flyers of our generation, up and over the top. Down goes Tire Die.
Of our generation, by our generation, for our generation, Trey Miguel checks all the boxes.
And a little nod to the treehouse.
A little bit of love for Myron, Zach, and Dez there. But right now, we're focusing on this title match.
Quick flurry of strikes from Crist. Swann now looking to go up top. Title's on the line. Oh my God.
Reynolds in serious trouble.
Oh my God, here we go. This has gotta be it. Spike, tombstone. No!
No, wait, what? What happened?
Oh, Matthias just saved the title, pulled out the referee, pulled him out of his shoe.
Much like we saw earlier tonight with Killer Kelly, Tire Die making the save here just when things got to be their most desperate. OI4K on the verge of winning the titles.
Blaming the Revolver faithful here.
Well, OI4K knows those titles were as good as theirs. Had the official stayed in for another half second.
Daniel Spencer in an unenvious position here.
Oh, low bridge. Trey to the outside, hit hard.
That momentum now thrown off for OI4K. Swann looking to pick things up for his team. Bulldog into the middle rope.
And just like that, the tempo shifts. The numbers edge goes to the champions, and Matthias is ready to soar again.
The move that retained the titles back in Nashville, but wait a minute. Ohio is for Killers making the save, but perhaps not for long. Oh my God!
Flying Riot elbow off Amazonga's shoulders. What the hell?
Matthias and Amazonga had to call an audible. OI4K played the defensive, but all three got wiped out with one shot.
Everything on the line tonight. Swann rolled back in, fed to Amazonga.
Stiff forearm strike now from Amazonga, placing Rich Swann on the top turnbuckle. This is not looking good for Rich Swann.
Look at that heart. Swann fighting back with everything he's got.
Oh my God, Hurricane Rana there.
Swann in a swing with his whole arm to get Amazonga down. Oh my God.
No way.
Saka
That's gotta do it.
One of the most impressive things I have ever seen, and now Reynolds
KJ's
into
legal,
the cover.
KJ's legal.
Oh!
How the hell did Rich Swann just power out at 2 after the moonsault from Amazonga?
Rich Swann will never quit. Rich Swann never says die.
Reynolds, tag title in hand.
KJ's beside himself. He's incensed that Swann would have dared kick out.
A tug of war with Daniel Spencer.
KJ's losing his mind at this point.
But look at Trey. Trey's got that other title belt.
Oh no!
Oh!
No!
Trey tried to one-up KJ. The referee's out. KJ's got a roll-up. There's nobody to count. This thing's completely falling apart.
And folks, I hate to bring it up, but keep in mind the last time we were here in Dayton, a very similar situation had cost Crist and Rich Swann the tag team titles.
Another referee!
No!
Yes! Trey did it! Yeah! Trey did it!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the match and new Revolver World Tag Team Champions, OI4K!
126 painstaking days away from the ring, and tonight it's about vindication for Trey Miguel in Ohio is for Killers, for new Revolver World Tag Team Champions.
See the emotion written on the faces of these men. Oh, no.
I alluded to this just a moment ago. Last time we were in Dayton.
I'm feeling deja vu, Carmen. Don't. Don't do this again.
I believe last time our broadcast colleague Jessica Havoc had a very particular set of words to describe Daniel Spencer in this moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been informed by the original official of the match, Daniel Spencer, that this match has once again been ruled a disqualification. Therefore, still your Revolver World Tag Team Champions. Tie or die.
Hey, I get that it's referee's discretion. I get that you can make a call like that, but had Spencer not watched the footage back from June,
Wait a minute! Wait a minute, stop the music, stop the music.
Wait a minute.
Hey, tie or die? That was a bunch of bullshit.
There we go.
Phil
You know,
Gangrel said it right.
I wasn't here last month, Ganger was, and he told me exactly what you did. So I think what we're gonna do is restart this match.
Oh, hell yeah!
As a no disqualification, ring the bell.
No DQ, tie or die. Can't sneak out the back door this time.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Going for the title shot. Now a pair of low blows.
Going right for the Jonies too, but Swann fighting back. As you said, no DQ, anything goes.
It's crunch time now.
Off the rebound, Rich Swann back on his feet. Off the ropes, lethal injection.
Renewed life for the challengers.
Crist now. Off the ropes, double sliced bread. And a pair of cutters to match. In comes Miguel. You know how badly he wants this. Oh, turns right around into a vicious clothesline from Amazon, and that has really been the story of this matchup.
And just like that, all three challengers get ran over by the proverbial Mack truck.
But they're fighting back.
Wait a minute!
Wow. Look at the strength of Crist.
Jake Crist, superhuman strength. Moonsault. 450. And now Trey Miguel looking to put things away. Meteor.
Ohio is for winners!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the match, and new Revolver World Tag Team Champions, the team of Rich Swann, Trey Miguel, and Jake Crist. OI4K!
New champions, so nice they had to do it twice, gentlemen.
All three of these men have fought back from the brink of professional and personal disaster at various points in their lives. But they stand together, partners, brothers, redeemers, and champions.
A feel-good moment here in Dayton, Ohio, by three of perhaps the most beloved superstars in the Revolver locker room, and now Crist off the mic.
Nobody has earned this moment more. Nobody has worked harder to get to this pinnacle than the three men you're looking at now.
And new Wrestling Revolver World Tag Team Champions, the new OI4.
Absolutely amazing moment here at Cage of Horrors. And as we revel in the glory of our new tag champion, we're going to go for a brief intermission. And our intermission match for tonight is going to be Speedball, Mike Bailey versus John Moxley, Stranger Things. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the intermission during Pro Wrestling Revolver's Cage of Horrors. I am Speedball Mike Bailey, and instead of putting you guys on a break screen, let me introduce one of my favorite matches that I had before joining AEW. It is myself versus one of the toughest pro wrestlers in the entire world, Jon Moxley. So enjoy.
Jon Moxley, other incarnations of Jon Moxley that I don't know if I can legally say. The t-shirts, the fans are out. This is a huge, huge experience, and we are sold out here in Dayton. We have crammed in absolutely everyone that we can.
Absolutely.
And they're ready.
And we are ready for a fight in our main event. Such an interesting clash here. A brawler versus a martial artist. Are you okay? We just had a incident with the ring gong. I have never seen a hammerhead fly off like that.
Okay, so our timekeeper got so excited when he rang the bell. The head of the hammer went flying. It struck me. I'm an athletic professional. I'm fine. Where is it?
Better you than me. I don't know. But
all right, lots of first times ever. All right, and this.
A first-time lockup here between these two, and a clean break from Mox. Look at this. Show of respect, a bow. You know, Mox, you think of him as a brawler, right? He just goes in there and beats ass. Whereas Speedball, he is all about technique. This is a man who's practiced martial arts most of his life.
Yeah. And, you know, I would say that although Jon Moxley, obviously former AEW world champion, always dangerous, I would say since his allegiance with the Blackpool Combat Club has become even more dangerous. Look at this submission work, this grappling work. I don't know how much of that is William Regal guided,
Probably
but
a lot.
you have to imagine.
Yeah. But Speedball doing a great job right there, turning the tables on Mox.
Whoa! Moxley running straight through that tackle like a freight train.
And Speedball, a little surprised by that. Speedball, I think, had some really interesting things to say, you know, that he knows that he should be scared, but he's not. He doesn't get scared. He wants to confront fear face to face. He wants it to come right at him, and Moxley's going to do exactly that.
Oh.
And this is exactly what Bailey needs to do. Keep Mox at a distance, strike and retreat, strike and retreat.
Moxley grabbing a headlock here, takedown. Speedball trying to scissor the legs and reverse the pressure, but Moxley definitely has the size advantage, the strength advantage, I'd say, too.
Absolutely.
Probably Speedball with the speed, maybe the athleticism in terms of that high flying, that martial arts background, but it's definitely going to be Moxley with the strength.
Oh, and Mox has almost 50 pounds on Speedball.
Oh! Big kick to the back by Moxley with those boots on. That is not a comfortable position to be in.
No, those are probably steel-toed, too.
And Speedball, I will say, and I know this from personal experience because I was there too, is less than 24 hours removed from a grueling matchup against Konosuke Takeshita, someone else who you may be familiar with from AEW recently, and now Speedball.
That close.
If one of those kicks connect, that is when the intensity of this match will surely ratchet up. But as I was saying, Speedball, less than 24 hours and a cross-country flight away from that grueling matchup, and now taking on another best-in-the-world candidate in Jon Moxley.
It is a difficult life, so much travel, and brutal match after brutal match. But Speedball has proven that he can handle it all with grace and dignity.
Moxley making his way back inside the ring.
Speedball saying, hit me. This is what I want. I do not fear you. Mox happy to oblige. And you can hear these chops echo throughout the Calumet Center. He's just
connecting, and Moxley unsteady on his feet, but he still didn't go down.
No, he did not.
Whoa, handspring got caught. German suplex dumped right on his head.
Speedball is just so quick with his movements. Just little things that can turn things around in the ring, but I think that's the experience of Mox there. He knew what was coming. And a simple stomp to the gut there.
And this really and truly might be where Jon Moxley has turned this around completely in his favor, because we've seen how relentless he can be. As you said, he's a brawler, he's a scrapper. I think he's biting the face. And Speedball just trapped in the ropes here.
Oh, no. Speedball really trapped in those ropes. This is super dangerous. Oh, and a kick to the head from Mox, the heel right to the temple. Speedball still getting that shoulder up, but Mox puts the knee right in the small of the back. Again, more of that Blackpool Combat Club experience.
Oh. And it's the back along with the neck. And the neck of Speedball Mike Bailey, you could say, is always in precarious condition, but he was just German suplexed onto it not more than a minute or two ago. And now, with a handful of hair, Moxley again, maybe softening him up for that bulldog choke. We've seen him defeat so many competitors with that exact same maneuver.
Great point, great point. He knows what he's doing in there. He knows how to weaken an opponent to make them the most vulnerable they can be to his most devastating moves.
Bailey was reaching for the ropes, and Moxley denies it emphatically.
Again, a veteran move there. He saw the reach and was immediately on the hand.
Bailey out on the outside, and I think he caught the edge of the ring apron as he went over.
And this crowd's so excited to see Mox, a man who's truly done it all in the world of pro wrestling. But from this neck of the woods, trained by Cody Hawk and Les Thatcher in the Heartland.
And I think it's important you point that out, because oftentimes you see someone who's like a television star, like a Jon Moxley. He spent over a decade, on TV, and you think that maybe that's the attraction. But no, Jon Moxley had this level of charisma, this draw. Whoa! Double underhook off the top rope.
Could be it. No.
Hooking the leg and still not up, but Jon Moxley had this level of this something special about him back in the day, back when he was first training in the wilds of Ohio, and now look at this, just wrenching on the legs, on the back. I don't see how Mike can make it to the ropes here.
He has a long way to go, but look at that determination. Bailey says he's constant. Mox breaking the hold on the 4 there. I think that's a very interesting point for Bailey to make about himself, that he is constant, he is consistent, he knows where his strengths and weaknesses lie, knows what he's got to do. No matter who the opponent, even a first-time ever match like this.
And now holding on. And eating a forearm.
What a boot
to the face. Bailey with the running kick.
Those kicks so dangerous from Speedball.
Axe kick. Moxley down for the first time in a while. Bart's Comet, it connected. Cover.
Not enough.
Still not enough. And Moxley up to a knee, right where Bailey needs him, and blocked it. And now locking on a sleeper.
Perfect block there from Moxley.
Bailey tried to make it to the ropes, but he's... finally sends Moxley to the outside, triangle moonsault.
Holy shit, that was insanity.
Springing out of the inside of the ring, clearing the top rope, and finally knocking Moxley down again. And I think this is gonna be what it's gonna take. It's just breaking Mox down. Sweeping the leg, Moxley. Moxley is prone on the ring apron, and this is trademark Mike Bailey if this connects. Oh, but Moxley out of the way!
Bailey landed right on his shins.
Oh, and a tackle sends Bailey all the way out to the ringside area. I think he hit the guardrail, maybe his shoulder too.
Yeah, he landed in a very awkward manner. Moxley just chucked him out there, and now no remorse going right after Bailey. Speedball. Oh, dumped right on his head.
Yeah, and this
into the
is
front row.
And listen, Mike Bailey is no stranger to fighting on the outside here, to brawling, but Jon Moxley is the brawler.
Yeah, no questions asked.
There is a reason why William Regal sees so much in him, has taken him under his wing. There is a reason why he's a founding member of the Blackpool Combat Club. Like this is where Moxley thrives.
But Speedball. Oh, I thought he had a surge right there. I thought he could maybe get back into this, but Moxley. No, look at the power of Speedball.
Oh, Moxley holding on. No way. Moonsault double knee drop. Moxley sandwiched between the floor and Speedball's knees.
What a huge move from Speedball.
And this is...
Wait a minute, Speedball.
Oh, Speedball up top.
Climbing the stack of speakers. Watch out, this is insane. Speedball. Jumping blind!
Moonsaulting off the speaker tower!
And taking Moxley to the floor!
And this is really the first time in a long time that I've seen Jon Moxley in this sort of trouble. If Speedball can get him back to the ring, that's gonna be it.
Well, they're heading to the entrance area now and back around to the ring.
Mox inside and Bailey.
I mean, who would have expected this? I mean, maybe you, he's your husband, but Bailey.
Double spin kick. Wait, Mox caught it. Mox caught it.
Oh.
Paradigm shift, no. Denied. Threw into a pin. Moxley with the cover. Speedball. Penalty kick. Moonsault double knees.
Once again.
Moxley is set up. Buzzsaw kick, it connected. Jon Moxley is out. Jon Moxley is out. A pinfall. 2, 3. What?
Speedball just milliseconds away from the biggest win of his career. I can't believe that. Those double knees on the floor and then in the ring.
Moxley kicks out, but for the first time in this match, he's barely stirring. He's slowly pulling himself up.
I mean, he's clearly showing us that he is a man, Jon Moxley, who's fought for everything he's gotten in this business.
And it looks like the look on Bailey's face. He sees that he could win this. And Moxley's smiling.
I think he likes the gumption
of
Bailey. He's perhaps sees him as a peer, as an equal.
Well, I think that is exactly how Jon Moxley operates. You have to earn his respect.
That's right. If you beat the shit out of him, he'll respect you more than anyone on this planet.
And that's really the foundation of all of his wrestling relationships.
He might spit in your face, too.
Oh, but Moxley barely flinching. Whoa, swipes away that spin kick, but eats the roundhouse and a super kick. Moxley's in trouble. Tornado kick, that connected.
Moxley.
Oh.
Rubber legs.
Oh, we know what comes next. The ultimate weapon, but Moxley out of the way. Bulldog choke.
Oh, this could do it. Speedball pretty close to those ropes, but that is locked in tight, cinched in from Mox.
And Moxley had gone to work on the neck earlier. It might be paying dividends now. Speedball, is he gonna tap?
He's back to his knees.
Somehow.
On his feet. How is he pulling this off? Speedball is incredible.
Whoa, rolling through. And now Mox with the elbow strikes. Another calling card of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Speedball in serious trouble here.
And our official really needs to keep an eye on this. Grounded.
Ooh.
Front chancery into knee strikes.
Right to the crown of the skull.
And again, this is not just my personal worries, but I think the official really needs to. Oh, never mind.
Still
Bailey
defiant.
is still in it. Running knee, and that has to be it. Oh,
no.
what? What?
Speedball kicked out at one. At one.
And the face of Jon Moxley says it all.
Speedball earning the respect of Dayton as well.
Ducking the lariat. Huge roundhouse kick, but Moxley inside out goes Speedball, and now. Oh, God style pile driver.
Will that do it?
2.
No!
No way! Moxley, paradigm shift!
Good night, Speedball.
But you can blame me for what I'm about to do. Try to shame me. We want the same things. I just need
Hey, you're just saying that because we're in Ohio. I gotta say thank you for coming out and staying. This is a really long show, and you guys kept your energy up all night. Thank you so much. I know it's past my bedtime, so thank you guys for staying here with us tonight. When I was coming up, Cincinnati, Dayton, this area was a hotbed for independent professional wrestling. And I think it's about damn time we made it bigger, better, and hotter than it's ever been. I live about an hour down south of here, so it's easy for me to come up here and pick a fight with any son of a bitch who wants something in Wrestling Revolver. A guy like that tough little bastard Speedball Mike Bailey. Sir, you have my respect. He is one to watch and impact in independent wrestling going forward. Just remember, you heard it here first. So, if you all promise to come back next time and bring 1, 2, 3 your friends, for your family, bring everybody you know from your work, from your school, talk about it on Twitter, talk about it on Facebook, talk about it however the hell you want, just talk about it, get the word out. We are gonna make independent professional wrestling in this area bigger, better than it's ever been. And there's no promotion better to do it than Wrestling Revolver, because this is pro wrestling for our generation, by our generation.
But you can blame me for what I'm about to do. Try to shame me. We want the same things. I just needed more of you. I need it all. I've been aiming all at my enemies. I'm about to empty the clip. I'm still grinding. I know they wanna see me swim. I know you wanna see me fall down and slowly fade away. I know it's up to me. Can't fall down, can't let you win the race. I know it's all on me. When it's all done,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the second half of Cage of Horrors. And right now, it's time for the Golden Ticket Scramble, where the winner will have a championship opportunity anytime, anywhere.
And we're back here from a sold-out venue, Dayton, Ohio, and tonight it is
introducing first, Troy Parker, Juni Underwood,
There's a really dark side of me, screaming to be released. Can never set it.
Starman, Harley, Rock, Nathan, David, Latinos Most Wanted, Too Fine, Thomas High.
It was 2016. I'm undeniable.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by the most beautiful woman in all of pro wrestling, Kayla Cassidy. This is Damian Chambers.
One of many power couples in Wrestling Revolver right now. Going into this Golden Ticket Scramble. Winner gets a title match anywhere, anytime, any title in Wrestling Revolver. Look at this, Chambers hassling Tusslemania.
One win back here in Revolver already. That ego starting to grow. Damian Chambers, not a historically great 2026, however, turns his stakes around back in Nashville, picking up a huge victory in that fatal four-way here tonight, looking to do that same thing. The stakes cannot be any higher than a shot at any championship.
Absolutely. Chambers, the only former Golden Ticket winner in this matchup. But here comes
Making his way to the ring from that way, Bigg Pound.
With a Scramble goat himself, Bigg Pound. What are we looking at? A 14, 15, 27-time Scramble champion?
At the very least, as our official SK holds up that golden ticket. Once you possess that, you hold so much power in Revolver.
And the Golden Ticket Scramble officially underway. Too fine. Thomas Heim immediately tossing Juni Underwood to the outside.
And look at this, Latino's most wanted return. Getting their clocks cleaned by Bigg Pound. But think about if they won, they would obviously challenge for that tag team gold, recently won by OI4K.
You would have to imagine they have the advantage here in this matchup. Save engage Coda Hernandez with an opportunity at holding tag team gold should they win this golden ticket.
Teaming up, focusing on Troy Parker here. Parker in his third match here in Revolver.
Nobody home. Nathan Davis charges into the corner. Too fine. Thomas Heim here in his Wrestling Revolver debut, pulling the shirt over the head of Davis.
He did the back rake and then licked his fingers?
This guy's nasty.
I was about to say, there's a reason they call him nasty.
Carmen, I've been so disgusted by this guy. I've been speechless over here for 5 minutes.
Chambers with a smack to the back of the head. Like I mentioned, guys, Chambers the only golden ticket holder in the history of this company in this match tonight.
He knows how big of an opportunity it is to hold that golden ticket. Of course, last year's winner, BDE, went on to win the Remix Championship, and now...
Very unique to see Latino's Most Wanted working as a tag team. Only one of these men can win this matchup, am I correct?
However, could earn a shot at tag team gold.
But if they're a team, then their odds to win this match are double, right? Since there's 2 of them in this match.
Have to imagine so. True. Here comes Starman, Harley, Rock. Looking to combat the numbers disadvantage. Now, if there's anyone up to the task, it's Starman.
Starman's very unorthodox, but he can get the job done. Deceptively athletic.
Cross body. Starman looking to fly now. Oh, drops the boots right to the midsection.
Maybe slight of build, but Starman, so much heart.
And now here comes the X factor in this matchup here. Juni Underwood, of course, was expecting a matchup against Lio Rush later tonight. This young man has a chip on his shoulder. He wanted to make his name against Lio Rush. However, he's going to have to wait for that. And he's going to take out that aggression on everyone here in this scramble.
You know, we're seeing Juni's stars start to rise, right? He got his first big win. He got endorsed by the likes of Ace Austin. He's gotten a lot of people paying attention to him. Oh, but Big Troy Parker may shut it all down.
Well, you know, Ace Austin definitely has given Juni Underwood a lot of advice leading into the matchup tonight against Lio Rush. However, it's up to Juni here tonight to take that advice and sort of move it around a little bit, see how it can apply here in this scramble.
It's about adaptation, right? It's about thinking on the fly. Oh, and it's about thinking how you get through Big Pound.
There's that wiggle.
A lot of hip movements tonight here at Wrestling Revolver.
Pound makes it work. Here we go, gonna reveal that aerodynamic form. Nathan Davis loves it.
Oh, may have just lured him into that. However, the black and mild never left the mouth of Big Pound.
Impressive there from young Davis.
And we know Big Pound is an expert in these scramble-type matches after being the 24/7 champion for so many months.
That he is, but will it be enough to get that golden ticket?
Yeah, whole different set of circumstances here, whole different set of achievements. And Chambers is the man who may be the most dangerous. He's felt overlooked. He's felt like the world should be his. But as he says, the world only makes sense when you force it to.
Thomas Heim sent over the top by Damian Chambers.
Chambers was the second individual to win the golden ticket and the first to unsuccessfully punch that ticket.
You know that has been, something that he's had to carry with him this entire time.
Chambers looking to right some wrongs from his past. However, can't overlook his competition here tonight. Troy Parker open over the top.
What grace for a big man.
And speaking of grace, Juni Underwood making it look easy.
Well, we saw the spoiler insertion victorious earlier in the form of Rocky Romero. Can any of these last-minute additions pull things off here tonight, or will Big Pound squash their hopes?
Y'all gonna mess around and make him like that black and mild.
Big Pound with a big head of steam. Look at him go.
Oh, took a little too much time there.
You think?
I'm not sure if he knew that Starman Harley Rock.
Just use Big Pound as a springboard.
Pound perhaps looking to steal Gringo Loco's moniker after that one.
Well, we know he is a thief from way back.
Big Pound splash.
Pure honey sparkles.
Can you imagine what Big Pound would be like with a golden ticket?
Oh, I think every champion in Revolver would have to have eyes in the back of their head.
He might try to pawn it.
He may well.
Folks, the black and mild has gone limp.
Or counterfeited.
As Big Pound looking to secure the victory here.
Big Pound has assured me that's the only limp thing about it.
You do your prep work a lot differently than Carmen and I got news for you.
Just got to ask the right questions.
Well, my question is Sabin Gage going to survive this? It's great to see Latinos back in action. Many, many months we've seen them in Dayton, and if they're back to stay, what does that do for the tag team division, win or lose?
So many potential outcomes, so many things shaking up the landscape here at Revolver. And here, too fine. Thomas Heim in trouble.
Harley the opportunist, but Troy Parker the bruiser from West Virginia looking to put his name on the map.
Oh, wait a minute, we gonna have a chicken fight?
Well, I'm not sure if Thomas Heim learned anything about this down studying under Ace Steel in Florida. Oh, my Lord!
Crossbody! Border! Taking everyone out. LMW looking great.
I know we're not JCW. I think he just went chicken hunting. Big splash, running to the knees.
Yeah, great counter. Juni went high risk. It did not pay off.
Davis from Pile Driver Academy.
And again, Damian Chambers clearly with a target on the back of Nathan Davis, shoving him off the top rope like the second or third time of the matchup.
Chambers is the opportunist. He'll pick his spot with minimal bodily damage in the process.
Oh, Tussle mania with a shot to Chambers' face.
Put him in the scramble.
Our head photographer here, Tussle, not happy with the way Chambers treated him during his injury.
Chambers has made a lot of enemies in his road to, as he foresees, at the top, and he does not give a damn how many people he pisses off on the way.
Big shot to Tuss. And Tuss is just beloved here in Revolver and all of independent wrestling.
Tuss is not a wrestler. He doesn't belong in there. He's going to get hurt.
Enough is enough here. Tusslemania on the shoulders of Damian Chambers.
He did enter into the ring. It's not a smart move by Tussle.
That may be his last move in Revolver.
Oh, but look at this.
Tussle fighting back.
The elbows. To Chambers' jaw.
Tussle's got pride. No way.
No way.
You've got to be kidding me.
What? Tusslemania running wild.
Served up on a silver platter. Hernandez a powerbomb.
Tussle very cautiously making his way outside of the ring.
Best move he's made all night.
Unbelievable.
But now it's a pick'em.
Oh, here's Kayla Cassidy.
Cassidy with a DDT.
Drop.
Chambers can't defend himself, so Kayla will be his conscience.
Davis finally able to nail that splash. In comes Starman. Not so fast. Too fine, Thomas Heim.
Starman didn't get all of that, but Heim got all of his offense.
Oh my God.
Gage taking out Heim. This is
caution to the
crazy.
wind.
After the F fine of Thomas Heim.
Juni may not to face Leo Rush tonight. Leo stuck in Chicago, but what a prize it would be if Juni were able to walk away with the golden ticket.
Buddy, Juni's got something to prove here tonight, taking on both members of Latino's Most Wanted.
Yeah, Juni could go from a huge career loss, not getting that matchup, to the biggest moment of his life, all half a second away.
So close, but Damian Chambers breaking up the pinfall attempt, and now Juni on the shoulders. Chambers!
Darkness falls.
Juni's done.
Damian Chambers has the gold ticket once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match and the holder of the golden ticket, Damian Chambers.
What a night, what a massive
And
victory.
with this golden ticket, Damian has an opportunity at any championship, anytime, anywhere.
Chambers holding gold for the second time, and he can punch that ticket whenever he wants. Everybody better be on their lookout for Chambers.
For very few individuals in this life get a second chance to right a wrong. Chambers thought he had his ticket punched to the top echelon of Revolver, and ever since it has rented space in this man's head. Chambers has never been more ready than he is tonight, and that's bad news for everybody on the Revolver roster.
If you are a champion in wrestling Revolver, you better keep your head on a swivel. That target has been placed on your back, and there is nobody in this locker room more opportunistic than that man right there, Damian Chambers, your new holder
like a man from heaven, and you're
What a winning smile.
Have your head on a swivel, because Damian Chambers can strike at any time.
Well, from one sense of chaos to a much different. This one's going to get a little rowdy, folks.
You think? Just a bit? A smidge?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dayton, Ohio, your next match. It's only fair. Frat House Rules!
Chug, 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 chug.
He tried.
If Steve Austin were in this ring right now, Kevin Hart would be no more.
Is Kevin in this match too?
I think so.
Are we in this match?
I hope so. I hope not.
We are the algorithm.
I feel like I'm breaking
Yeah, I came from the silence where the shadows don't sleep. Now I'm screaming through the wires, got the whole world on me. They tried to bury every signal, tried to cut every line, but I rewired the system, now the data is mine.
That's your Cat Grin and Joe Alonzo.
Making their way to the ring first.
In the algorithm.
Surveillance in the sky, but we turn the whole machine into a weapon we supply.
On whole attitude clash, Joe Alonzo, Brent Oakley, and the debuting Josh Bishop, the
They call Josh the intense icon for a reason. This man, it's like Mike Austin. He's what's mine, turn the spark to a flame. Now it's worldwide shine. Every post, every drop, got them glued to the feed. Yeah, they're scrolling through my chaos like it's something they need. Different no limits, we don't play by the rules. We the glitch in the system, we the spark in the fuse. From the underground rise to the top of the charts. Now we're living in the heads like a digital star. Of this entire group, because he snapped his back, he turned his back on all of his friends, and what is the algorithm all about him?
Speaking of which, take a look at this attire here from Brent Oakley. Yes, I know I talked to Brent a little bit before tonight, but then he said he's wearing that outfit here to symbolize his new brotherhood in the algorithm. We'll talk a little bit about the history of this match in just a moment.
Their opponents first, making their way to the ring, Alpha Finn!
When you hear the horns, that'll let you know it's time. The Spartans going live and we won't be denied. Like John Moran, if you ain't with us, keep it on that side. Soon as BDE arrives, you know the vibes. When you hear the horns, that'll let you know it's time. The Spartans going live and we won't be denied. If you ain't with us, better keep it on that side. Soon as BDE arrives, you know the vibes. I hop in the ring and I get right to business. I got me a story I've been trying to finish. Feel like Miles Morales when it's time to kick it. My spidey senses have been telling me I'm quite efficient. The viral visionary, I got what you're looking for. I top 1 million followers, I'll show you what I do with those. Numbers never lie, but you gotta have the content.
Joe Alonzo so jealous.
Cut the music!
Alonzo rallied the troops to change the algorithm.
Speaking of Alonzo.
Alonzo can't stand it when anybody else but him is getting attention.
Where's Maclin?
Yo, where's unemployed Steve Maclin at?
Great question.
Where's Deanna Purrazzo's husband at? Where's the guy with the glass jaw? He didn't show up today? He didn't show up today, huh? Well, hey, that's not our problem because we came prepared. We have our fourth man, the intense icon, Josh Bishop. So this is gonna go on regardless. It's looking like, hey boys, hey dumbass, I'm talking to you, dumbass. Whether you have your fourth man or not, it's looking like we're doing a Frat House Rules 3-on-4 tonight, baby.
They have no choice.
Algorithm. Yeah, algorithm. I am not there. Bravo, great observation. You and that Sid Vicious 2.0 I know had something to do with this here tonight, or why I am in Orlando, Florida, and not in Dayton, Ohio for Frat House Rules. But The man that I am, Mr. Mayhem, Steve Maclin himself, I never go into a situation without a backup plan or a way out. So, I made a phone call myself, and I called up someone who's very familiar with the frat house rules. Someone may not be up to par as me with the mayhem, but he is a little mad. We all gotta go a little mad sometimes.
Oh my lord!
Madman Fulton is back!
That's not Madman Fulton. I think that's Frat House Fulton. Dropping the Alpha Sig gear.
This is more than a replacement, it's an evolution! He's bigger than Bishop! He may be stronger than Bishop! What a fourth man!
All right. Oh, it's Madman Fulton. Yay! Hooray! Hooray! No, I got this, Joe. I created Frat House rules, not Steve Maclin.
Oakley may have a point, but Alpha Sig have never won a Frat House rules, and that was with Brent Oakley in charge as the captain.
Have a little bit of fucking class. I know it's hard in Dayton, Ohio. Have some fucking class. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frat House Rules. There are 2 rules we're gonna abide by tonight.
Oh, here we go. Here are the rules, guys.
You shut the fuck up. I'm explaining the rules, dipshit.
Is that one of the rules?
I think that's one.
Numero uno. If you go for a pinfall at any time during this match, that is a shot of alcohol you are taking. 1, 2, doesn't matter. That's a shot. Rule 2, numero dos. Yes, I took Spanish. You guys are not the visiting team. We are. We get to choose. 1, we can all chug a beer, and 10 dizzy bat spins. Or preferably, we could butt chug our beers.
Can we be seeing YouTube's first butt chug?
And 10 dizzy bat spins.
Not the anal inebriation.
Butt chug?
No, Brandon can butt chug. Yo, fuck no, we ain't doing no weird ass butt chugging shit.
Now we know what makes Alonzo uncomfortable.
All right, fine. We will chug a beer and 10 dizzy bat spins. Dickheads, get in the ring. Get some beer.
Well, the ground rules have been stated. Every unsuccessful pinfall results in a shot of alcohol. And the visiting team has chosen. We're going to get started with a beer chug and 10 dizzy bat spins per tradition.
Hey guys, you think Cage of Horrors, you gotta think Alpha Sig. They made their debut in Cage of Horrors in 2022. Frat House rules took place at Cage of Horrors 3 and 4. Alpha Sig yet to win a Frat House rules match.
The question, Bork, though, is will there be anything left of Alpha Sig
Because you
after
two
Cage of
sons of
Horrors
bitches
tonight?
are gigantic, those are 240s for you big motherfuckers.
Oh, so the big guy
Enjoy
has
those.
rules. Fulton, however, has won Frat House rules. It is how he became tag team champion with Krule as part of the Macabre.
Well, drink them if you got them, folks.
See who can hold their alcohol best.
In a toast, before these 8 men go to war here in Frat House Rules.
All right, BDE took a breath. I saw it. Is that a penalty? do the dizzy spins. Fulton's on it.
Well, he's done this a time or two.
Probably out of the ring too, I would
Champion
imagine.
of it.
That'll throw off your equilibrium before the matchup even starts.
Yeah, everybody out on their feet.
Oh,
no!
Party foul from Alonzo.
You know what? That's the least disgusting thing that's come out of his mouth in months.
I was just about to say that's the least amount of filth we've ever seen him spew here in a Revolver ring.
All right, this one underway.
Okay, I give advantage to the larger men. They can hold their alcohol better, right?
Oh, unsuccessful pinfall.
But if that's the case, shouldn't Crash be drinking a keg? He's a whole lot of dude.
Well, it's time for a shot because there was an unsuccessful pinfall. So before we get to that question, we have to handle some business.
Great point.
Daniel Spencer, your official in charge. In charge of what? Well, opening the alcohol.
Yes. Bartender Daniel Spencer this evening. And Myers and Jacobs, you love the fearlessness of Alpha Sig. Outsized, outpowered, but still taking the fight. Oh no! Bishop inadvertently wiped out his own partner. Scramble champion Crash.
Quite the miscalculation there from Bishop as he turns his attention back towards Alpha Sig.
When have you ever seen Alpha Sig winning the mental game?
And now the big man looking for the double choke slam.
Oh, look at this.
Very
smart there by Alpha
smart
Sig.
there, Alpha Sig. You mentioned it. They dropped down, forced the pinfall. Now, Josh Bishop going to have to take another shot.
Now, should that be two shots? It was two people that were pinned.
That's exactly what's happening.
Here we go.
Never thought I would be describing Big Dick Myers as a thinking man's wrestler.
Not at all. But Bishop, Bishop is just impulsive. Bishop just loves chucking bodies.
If there's one thing for sure, it's Alpha Sig certainly thinking with their dick tonight as BDE with Josh Bishop in his sights. Oh, wait a minute. Frat House Fulton, the Alpha Sig alumni. A lot of very notable names have come through since Alpha Sig was founded back in 1969. Two behemoths now clobbering into one another.
All the cliches you want to use, irresistible force, immovable object, you're seeing it here as part of Frat House rules. Oakley and Alonzo pick their spot.
It's been years since we've seen Fulton without that dreadnought mask.
No!
Puking once more.
Oh. Alonzo never can keep his mouth shut. He doesn't help his team.
Never once did I see Muda, Tajiri, anyone do it quite like that.
Oh,
as
Bishop
now.
BD just bounced right off Bishop like it was nothing.
Bishop treating BDE like he's absolutely weightless. Good God.
That pure unbridled strength from Josh Bishop, who could be the game changer. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Brent explaining what he wants from Bishop.
Hey, look, like it or not, that's smart move there from Brent Oakley.
Now, I would assume BDE is not quite the drinker as Alpha Sig or Brent Oakley. This is obviously a strategy to neutralize, maybe the most inexperienced wrestler and drinker of the match.
Well, if he is, he's definitely drinking light beers because there's not a beer gut on this guy at all.
And yeah.
They did it once again.
This is smart strategy, as uncomfortable as it may be to watch.
You know, I'm starting to put the pieces together here. I think as perhaps one of the only sober people in the locker room, I may have to designate a drive tonight. I'm not sure if I can make that many trips.
I hope you're ready for a long night.
Oh, jeez.
BDE up and over.
Lower back hitting the apron. That was nasty.
Man, find his way back in. Wait, O'Connor rolls. Shades of famed Frat House member Pat O'Connor, but it was not 3.
Time for a shot.
Yep. It's such a weird dichotomy because you want to win the match, but you got to pick your spot so well. If you get too many shots in you, you're not going to be able to function, and you're dead to rights.
Alonzo sent to the outside.
Oh! You know, that felt good.
I think Alonzo may have just puked again. Dick Myers over the top.
Taking out everybody, but now Casey's looking to fly.
Casey, the trust fall.
I think Jacobs already is feeling no pain.
Well, those shots will do it to you.
Fulton.
He's just doing this one for the love of the game, folks.
Oh, wait.
I'll crash.
Oh, crash! Denying the big man.
Fulton goes flying and the alcohol goes spilling.
And that's another factor of this matchup. The longer this matchup goes on, the more alcohol, the more vomit is being scattered across the ringside area. Going to make things a lot more dangerous here on the floor.
A lot of fluids to dodge out there.
Talk about someone whose view has changed radically when it comes to the Revolver faithful. Crash has gone from being one of the most beloved wrestlers in the company to the most hated.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting way too close here to the broadcast table.
Oh, yeah, big dick right in front of us here with Brent Oakley. Brent Oakley, what the hell? He's grabbing all my stuff, my glasses.
What are you doing?
Oakley with a headset.
Give me that, you son of a bitch. You're in this match now, Bork. You're
what
in this
the
match
hell?
now, Bork.
No! No!
Hey! Oh, this is dangerous as hell.
Bork.
Bork,
what the hell?
What is this? Two.
Oh! That's a shot, Bork! That's a shot! You son of a bitch!
Rules are rules!
Rules are rules, buddy. Drink up. I hope you love Fireball. Oh, you pussy, drink it. Yeah!
Drink!
Yeah!
Oh! Dick Myers has had enough. Sorry to our headphone listeners.
But Dick fighting back with everything he has. Oakley over here trying to bully us,
Not Bork asking to get crossfaded.
My Lord.
What is going on
I
anymore?
was 20.
Anything is possible.
What's happening?
In the World Revolver Federation, and now
Bolton's got a keg.
Trying to use that keg against the head of Josh Bishop. Bishop playing defense. Meanwhile, in the ring, Oakley and Dick Myers, thankfully a world away from the broadcast table.
I think Dick broke my glasses.
It's like Cradle. Dick's got him in a small package. No reversal. Oh, I hope somebody's counting.
Racking up. I hope this isn't on my tab.
I think that's 4 shots each.
Oh, my gosh.
See, that's the alcohol talking.
3.
That's 3. Light drinker, Humbork.
Why does my throat burn?
Well, it speaks to how evenly matched these former partners, these former best friends are, but it also speaks to the risks of this matchup that are either one going to be able to function by the time they pay this penalty and do these shots.
I feel really warm, guys.
Carmen, something you said earlier, for the love of the game, that's what Oakley used to do. That's what Oakley used to be about, but Alonzo got inside his head. Something nasty came out of him. Something ugly came out of him. And yeah, he's the remix champion, but at what cost?
Yeah, certainly a stab to everyone in the back along the way. Turned his back on BDE, turned his back on Alpha Sig, all because Alonzo and both men crashing down into the mat. And that's the effects of a matchup like this.
I think I just figured it out. The alcohol always wins.
That's what I hear.
Well, I'd rather have the alcohol win than Alonzo. Nice clip cutter. BDE, even inebriated, can pull off the hits, but Bishop.
I've never said this before. BDE may be the least lost in the sauce, but driven down with that vicious power bomb from Josh Bishop.
Almost got lost through the canvas.
Bishop, a great choice for teammate by Alonzo. I think BDE was about to go for a cover attempt there, but Bishop put an end to it.
Yeah, Bishop was setting up for maybe something like an exit 187 power bomb, but Fulton comes in to block it.
Frat has Fulton.
Oh, dangerous
Bishop
territory.
On the shoulders.
Oh! Fulton with the old exterminatus.
That door reduced to splinters. Nearly 600 pounds crashing through. Speaking of crash.
Casey Jacobs, Hurricane Rana, crash on the middle rope.
And
Time to dial it up.
At this point, nobody has their footing. Nobody has their balance. Somebody can sneak in and catch somebody off guard and win this thing.
But do you really want to risk that at this point? Can you really afford taking another shot?
No. But how else are you going to win this?
Casey Jacobs.
Jacobs is feeling it, guys.
Yeah.
On the top rope.
Even standing there is dangerous at this point.
What's that?
Ow!
Crash not feeling good after that one.
I think he's a little confused there. I think he was just yelling for Dick Myers.
Look, Mom, no hands.
Crash has had enough. Off the ropes, full out of steam.
Oh, don't want to fire up that temper of Crash.
One hell of a win.
Ah, the referee.
Crash with his own bit of strategy here tonight.
Now, hold on. I got to question the strategy here. Do you really want to inebriate the one man in charge of counting here in this matchup?
I mean, I had to do it. He has to as well.
Well, I wouldn't want to be one to tell Crash no to his face.
Daniel Spencer drinking on the job.
I wouldn't even tell him no to his back.
Now the damage done. He's lifeless.
Oh no. Oh my God. We're going to see a butt chug.
Crash hoping to, I guess, revive Brent Oakley in the weirdest way possible.
Look, I know the Alpha Sig guys historically have played a lot of Call of Duty. I'm not sure if that's the best way to revive someone. That has to be the first butt chug in YouTube history.
It worked. It absolutely worked.
Like Popeye with his spinach, the alcohol in the anal cavity.
Oakley on fire.
Oakley has turned him into a new man.
Oakley showing no fear. Look at this. Going right after
God.
Fulton. The will is there.
I just really hope Fulton, oh thank God, didn't pull that hose out of the back.
Oh,
Dick went downstairs.
Wait, what?
No effect.
What's happening?
He's invincible.
Is that what happens when you butt chug? Is your dick invincible?
He's channeling 97
oh, ass to mouth.
The bitter taste of defeat.
There's another first.
Wham!
Stunner from Dick. Cover made.
No. Half the count away. Another shot for Dick. Oh my gosh.
Dick having to take another shot. In comes Joe Alonzo.
Oh.
Perhaps the most hated man in Revolver history. Falls into the cover.
No!
And now Alonzo with a shot.
Love to see Myers still in this fight after what he's been put through. Alonzo says he doesn't drink. Little late for that now, you idiot.
Neither do I, Joe, but here we are.
Alonzo, maybe your knee won't hurt if you chug your shot.
You can do it. Hold your nose. Yeah, you got this.
I guess we know why he threw up so many times earlier.
Taking his medicine.
Oh, BDE from behind. Wham!
BDE! Could do it right here!
Yeah! Oh. BDE, the epicenter of so much of this bad blood, had a chance to put it behind him, but now he's got to take another shot.
And there's nothing but bad blood.
Yeah, know about alcohol will prepare you for crash. No stunner, says Crash.
Oh. Changing his mind. BDE hitting rock bottom cover made.
No.
And a kick out.
BDE has nothing but fight in him. Remember that heroic effort he put in during elimination games.
BDE's whole career has been heroic. Wait a minute!
Oh!
You've got to be kidding me!
There's a receipt for making Spencer take a shot.
That is why you don't drink on the job right there, folks.
Talk about some liquid courage.
Daniel Spencer coming alive.
Oh my gosh.
Well, in a night of firsts, I do believe that's the first Daniel Spencer chant I believe I've ever heard.
Who is in any condition to attempt to win this match at this point?
Well, the only man I see on his feet is Fulton, so I'm going to say him.
And he's got about an 8-foot door helping prop him up.
I believe at this point, all 8 men are, to put it in technical terms, absolutely slammered as Josh Bishop back on his feet. What does Fulton have in mind here with the door in the corner?
Big body blows here as well.
A lot of weight to navigate in an impaired state.
German suplex with Bishop back on his feet. Saito dropping Fulton on the back of his head.
Bishop, the intense icon.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, double chokies. What are we going to see here?
Let's crash.
Oh,
Crash from out of nowhere. What a collision. 3 bodies crumpled in the wreckage.
A bit of friendly fire, but hey, if it gets the job done.
Yeah, Crash sacrificed Bishop to do damage to Fulton, which, to the point that we made a moment ago, he may have been the freshest or least drunkest, say as you will, in this match.
But now, Alonzo setting his sights on BDE.
Alonzo coming off that loss to Jon Moxley back in Nashville definitely has a point to prove, but how great would it be tonight to put away the team that's really been the catalyst for the algorithm to even form.
Alonzo's point since day one is BDE doesn't belong in Revolver. He hasn't earned it.
Oh, a miscalculation!
But BDE continues to rise above. Misfire with Oakley and Alonzo.
Oh.
A toast to the temples.
And again, all for the love of the game.
Alpha Sig don't even need to drink those beers. They just wanted to.
But a drink to better days for Alpha Sig.
Talked about liquid courage. Double suicide dive to the floor, but wait a minute. Alonzo in the drop zone. BDE from up top.
Show you belong, BDE. Hooks the leg. Alonzo's been pinned.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the match, the team of BDE, Alpha Sig, and Man Fulton.
One of the most damnedest things I have ever seen in my professional wrestling career. Frat House ruled as Alpha Sig and BDE victorious.
It was BDE's fall from glory that caused the downfall of Alonzo.
Not done yet.
And bodies are still flying.
The viral visionary, I got what you're looking for.
Big Dick getting his sunglasses back.
Well, the love of the game prevails. It's not about selfishness, ego, greed, manipulation, being attention-starved. Alpha Sig, BDE, and Fulton came together with a common goal. And under Frat House rules, prove that bond is still as strong as it's ever been.
The Spartan's going live, and we won't be denied. If you ain't with us, better keep it on that side.
And there's nothing but disbelief on the face of each member of the algorithm.
Glad Alonzo didn't upchuck again after that frog splash.
A major defeat for the algorithm, really the first of its kind.
Wait a minute. And this is when fragile egos start blaming one another. And keep in mind, a lot of alcohol is involved in this argument too.
Not the first alcohol-fueled fight here in Dayton.
Yeah, you gotta ask, are cracks forming right now in the algorithm? You've never seen them be anything but on the same page.
It's maybe more than cracks, it's maybe tectonic plates shifting.
Certainly when Bishop's involved.
Bishop hates to lose. He didn't come here to lose. He came here to destroy some humans.
Joe Alonzo, I can't believe it, being the voice of reason here, trying to be the glue that holds together the algorithm.
Would you rather have these men on your side or mad at you?
That's a fair point.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by because at this time we are going to set up the Cage of Horrors!
Now, this is typically where we would see the cleanup crew come out, remove some of the debris from ringside. However, I do believe we're about to add to the festivities as we are moments away from setting up for the 5th iteration of the Chamber of Horrors.
Cage of Horrors is truly a spectacle, truly something else in the world of cage matches. Tonight, we celebrate our 5th chapter of Cage of Horrors. And gentlemen, every single time we have had one of these events, it's been entirely different. And we see these cage walls wrapped in barbed wire being placed around the ring at this moment.
Well, Mance Warner historically has fared great here in the Cage of Horrors. Tonight, becoming the first person to ever enter his 3rd Cage of Horror. I gotta ask you, Joe, how do you fare with Mance's chances here tonight inside the ring?
We've seen what Mance can do in the Cage of Horrors. We've seen what Mance can do in a standard one-fall match. We've seen what Mancer can do in a dive bar on a random Tuesday afternoon. No matter what the fight is, no matter what the setting is, Mancer's ready to swing anything that's not nailed down. And the fact that Mancer has had that career rejuvenation, he and Steph DeLander have been conquering the wrestling world everywhere they've gone. Mancer came back to Revolver like a bat out of hell. There was nothing that was going to stop him. And even though you've got a deathmatch resume a mile long in Cologne, even though you've got someone like Krule who is hell-bent on destruction, Mancer, when he gets pumped up, when those lariats start flying, those light beers start chugging, Mancer feels unstoppable. Tonight, if there's a way to have an edge in a match like this, Mancer may just have it.
Mance Warner won tag team gold in Cage of Horrors. When the Second Gear crew exploded, Mancer defeated both one called Manders and Matthew Justice in Cage of Horrors. This is Mancer's match.
And I have to ask, you mentioned Krule just a moment ago. Of course, Krule, the man who Mance Warner defeated for the Revolver World Championship. We know he, as you said, is hell-bent. He wants that title back more than anything. Tonight, he enters Cage of Horrors for the first time, and really, this is absolutely his playground. This has to be where he is at his most comfortable. Wouldn't you agree, Joe?
Krule will treat this as a personal playground. Everything in here hurts. Krule is a man without a moral compass. He's without any type of compassion or remorse. He will find a way to hurt you. He will find a way to limit your potential future of your career. They call him the atrocity for a reason. Krule will be in there with the most stone-faced, unsurmountable aggression in this matchup. There is nobody that is more leveled into this stipulation than Krule himself, and for that, he may be unstoppable.
But gentlemen, let me play devil's advocate here, because we haven't been talking about the blood fighter. Alex Colon is at home anytime ultra-violence is part of the equation.
I mean, you think back last time we were here in Dayton, whole country. Are you good? Is the alcohol finally hitting?
Could you just walk in a straight line for me real quick?
At No Country for Old Mancer, we saw what transpired. Alex Colon and Mance Warner. It was after the matchup. We saw an enraged Alex Colon. The fight wasn't finished yet. He brought the fight to Mance Warner. That vicious assault. We know how much this title means to him. And I think, folks, ultimately at the end of the night, there is no stopping him from doing everything within his realm of possibility from earning that championship.
Well, one of the most violent matches, maybe the most violent match I've ever seen was Alex Colon in the retirement match of the late Danny Havoc. There was so much bloodshed, there was so much blood spilled, and it was a match that was built on respect. It was a match that was built on a love. These two had built for one another over all of their months and years of rivalry, there's no love in this match. There's no respect here. The only reason we're here is the most important prize in this company, the Revolver Championship. Cologne will not hold back. He has won more death matches than maybe anybody in this country, but he is not resting on his laurels. He's not here to live off the name. He's here to add to the legend. The Revolver title would do that.
Every single Cage of Horrors match has been different. You know, there may be one side of a cage, there may be two, it may be all four sides. We have no idea what sort of weapons will be introduced. All we know is that it's no DQ, anything goes, and as you said, Joe, the Revolver World title is on the line.
Well, three of the most dangerous competitors, not just here at Wrestling Revolver, but truly in the world of professional wrestling, are going to be going not just into battle, but into war here tonight. Revolver World Championship on the line, one of the most dangerous match types in Revolver. Folks, we are moments away from our main event. I have to ask you both for your predictions in this matchup.
Oh, I mean, it's really totally up in the air, but just from watching him over the past few weeks, I gotta say, Mancer's on a roll. He's the one to stop in this match.
That's tough. You know, you can't go wrong with any prediction, but at the same time, it's hard to imagine any of these three men losing. How far are they going to have to go to incapacitate one of these athletes? But I think back to the fact that Krule chased that championship for so long. He did not have, I think, the type of reign, the type of dominance that he wanted. It was interrupted by Mance Warner very abruptly, and I think in his mind, very unexpectedly. Krule has unfinished business, and for that reason, he's got to be my pick.
Well, all three men highly motivated here tonight. Obviously, Krule, Alex Cologne, they both want to hold that world championship. However, entering tonight, Mance Warner, he's undefeated in Cage of Horrors. This is, many people would say, his match type. What are the odds of Mance Warner walking out here with a title? To me, it's up in the air.
Oh, I absolutely have to agree. And what a great announcement earlier tonight that the entire Wrestling Revolver archive is going to be available on IWTV. You can go back and see those Cage of Horror matches to see Mance Warner rise here in Wrestling Revolver.
And I dare anybody else to put on a matchup of this level of danger, this level of potential bloodshed, violence. We talked all night how Dayton is bloodthirsty, how Dayton loves it a little darker, a little grittier than everywhere else. They're going to get their money's worth and then some, and I hope YouTube's ready for it as well.
And this is the first time Dayton, Ohio is getting the Cage of Horrors, traditionally an Iowa event tonight taking place in Dayton. The first time ever. You mentioned it, this crowd is bloodthirsty. They're on their feet. They're chomping at the bit. They are ready to go here for our main event as we continue to assemble the cage.
That's why it's standing room only. That's why it's super sold out. Dayton loves violence. I mean, there's no better testament to that than Ganger's retirement match right here in this very building.
Well, I want to touch on something you just said. Obviously, the announcement was made earlier tonight. Not only will we still be live streaming on YouTube, all of our future events will be simulcast on IWTV with our back catalog also going to IWTV. And I think back to some of the great moments in Cage of Horrors history. I would like to ask both of you what maybe some of your favorite moments have been throughout the years.
I mean, obviously, you know, the Frat House Rules match at Cage of Horrors, the event, are always fun. But personally, I have to think back to that match where SGC exploded. You know, it had been building for months, but to finally see those three, you know, put their differences to an end when Mancer destroyed both of his partner, to me, that holds a very high place of esteem in my memory of Revolver matches.
Well, you know, the great thing for me is I have never been to a Cage of Horrors until tonight. We're popping my cherry right here in Dayton, Ohio, and I cannot wait for the chaos, the violence, the bloodshed, and anybody on YouTube who's never experienced it before, we're going to experience it in real time right with all of you, because I hope you're ready for what you're about to get into. Viewer discretion advised, but as the wise man said, we'll be completely effing ignored.
For those of you watching right now live on YouTube, leave a comment down below in the live chat. Let us know your predictions. Let us know what you think is about to transpire as we get ready for the first Cage of Horrors in Dayton, Ohio. You see it right there, folks. So much pain about to be distributed here in our main event. Not only sides of the steel cage wall, there's barbed wire, there's weapons scattered all around, there's chains, pretty much anything you could think of to inflict damage to a human body, it is out there.
I mean, you think back in the lores of wrestling history, right? You need to settle a grudge. You book a cage match. You book a barbed wire match. You book a lights out match. You know, this is every stipulation into one. You've got the chains, you've got the barbed wire, you've got the steel. It's more than just one way to solve an issue. You have your choice of implements of destruction. You want to rake somebody's face on the steel bars and slice them and dice them, you can do that. You want to take some barbed wire and wrap them around it, you can do that. Anything's fair game in a matchup like this, and nobody's going to be dumb enough to try to stop them.
Well, to touch on that, historically speaking, a cage match, it's meant to keep the competitors in, it's to keep the rest of the roster outside. Bork, you've called most of these matches. You know exactly what's about to transpire here. What is it exactly, easy for me to say, about the Cage of Horrors that makes this matchup so dangerous?
Well, and that's the thing. It's not about keeping the wrestlers in. It's not about keeping other influences out. The cage in this match is just another weapon. That's what it boils down to. Cage of Horrors is just about expressing yourself through violence, plain and simple.
And we got three of the most violent athletes on standby here for the main event. They're chomping at the bit. They're ready to tear each other to pieces for the Revolver World Championship. Folks, your guess is as good as mine as to what is about to transpire. Honestly, with what we see in front of us, anything is possible. The only thing that's for certain, as we saw at the beginning of our broadcast, if the action comes your way, move, and you need to move.
Yeah,
Borg tells me. Yeah, the action came our way a little bit ago.
I know. I was not expecting that.
And you chugged.
That was only, I think, the second or third wrestling match I've ever been in.
Well, let's take a moment to sort of unpack everything we've seen here tonight. There's a lot to unpack. We've seen zombies, we've seen monsters, we've seen zombie hunters, we've
seen new tag team champions.
We've seen butt chugs. That's a first for us all, I believe.
No, we've seen butt chugs before in Frat House Rules. You got to catch up.
It's
Watch
unbelievable.
those archives on IWTV.
Unbelievable night of action, and things are only going to get even more intense here in our main event.
That's true. So let me take one last opportunity to thank our sponsors, Super Show the Game and Retro Jakes. Thank you so much. And for God's sake, will you please leave us alone now?
The crowd here in Dayton, Ohio, on their feet, waiting in anticipation. They are absolutely excited for what is about to transpire next. Folks, if you're watching at home with the kids, maybe now is the time to put your kids to bed. Or if you want to be a cool parent, I mean, you could let them stay up and watch.
I mean, if you want to expose them to the harsh realities of the real world, sure.
That's what the news is for.
Is your kid watching right now?
My kid's asleep right now.
Okay. I've heard your voice does it.
You can pay.
Austin, when you wake up, Daddy loves you.
Yeah. And you can pay for that counseling later, you know, when all those problems
There's plenty
arise.
of time for therapy later on, folks. Cage of Horrors is here tonight. And I mean, YOLO, you only live once.
As far as I know.
Well, just hope we don't see a life come to an end before we go off the air.
Yeah, I would like to, fingers crossed here.
Well, I mean, but if anyone's capable of making that happen, it's the three ultra-violent men in this match in our main event.
Think about just the mental state these three are putting themselves in right now. Think about psychologically knowing what they're about to walk into. They may not be very sure what's about to happen, but they know it's going to hurt like hell. They know they're going to feel it for probably weeks on end, and they know it may change their careers. Off chance for the better, more than likely for the worse. What do you have to do as an athlete, as a fighter, to prepare yourself knowing that you're about to go through 20, 30, 40, who knows how many minutes of absolute torture to get what you dream of?
I certainly don't know, and I don't know if I ever will know. As I said earlier tonight, wrestlers are unique. They are just a different breed. They can take so much more pain than any of the rest of us. I wish I had an answer for you, but I don't.
I am very fortunate that in my very short time being an in-ring competitor, I never once had to expose myself to any of the dangers that you see here tonight.
Well, please don't expose yourself tonight either.
We're very glad that you never have, yeah.
Well, we're going to stay on YouTube, folks. We are moments away from going live as Kevin Martin now entering the ring. It's hard to miss him.
No, you can't miss that jacket. I mean, look at it.
Dayton, Ohio! I said Dayton, Ohio! It's time for your main event of the evening for the Revolver World Championship, and it is going to be contested inside Cage of Horrors. Making his way to the ring.
About an ominous presence here ahead of our main event as the atrocity entering Cage of Horrors for the very first time.
Certainly Krule is the most physically daunting. I look at Alex Cologne as maybe the one with the most to prove. Krule and Warner have or are the Revolver champion. Either in the past or the present, they have been the centerpiece of this promotion. Cologne has not. Cologne's been coming to Dayton a very long time. You have to go back over a decade before you find Cologne holding a top championship in this area. He's been a tag champion time and time and time again, but never been the man in spite of a reputation that spans the globe. Cologne could fix that, or Krule could destroy it.
Or perhaps Mance could destroy them both.
There's a lot of folks back there in the locker room on the edge of their seats ready to watch this matchup. This man here, Old Mance, with a target on his back, willing to take on all challengers, and never has that been more clear than here tonight. This triple threat Cage of Horrors as Mance, in an environment that he really thrives in as he takes a look around at the barbed wire, at the chain link fence. Mance Warner entering his third Cage of Horrors, looking to remain undefeated in this match time.
Yeah, Carmen, I mean, we've already said it many times, but it cannot be said enough. Mance Warner, the only person to have 2 victories in Cage of Horrors, looking for his third tonight.
Mance is an anomaly. He may not be as physically threatening as Krule or have quite as many scars as Cologne, but pound for pound, he just may be the toughest of the 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And this is your Cage of Horrors main event. And it is for the Revolver World Championship. Introducing first, participant number 1. In the corner to my right, from the 609, now residing in Dayton, Ohio, this is the Blood Fighter, Alex Krule. Participant number 2 in the corner to my left. This is Krule. Participant number 3 in the corner to my right. From Boxnort, Tennessee, he is the current reigning and defending Wrestling Revolver World Champion, the Southern Psycho, Mance Warner.
We've had a crazy night, gentlemen, but it all comes down to this.
The anticipation has been building as we see the prize on the line, the Wrestling Revolver World Championship.
And I don't think it can be overstated, the experience edge of Mance Warner, because there is not a match like this anywhere else in pro wrestling.
It is main event time from a sold-out Calumet Center, Dayton, Ohio. Cologne, Krule, Warner inside Cage of Horrors. And immediately Cologne and Warner putting the target on the back of Krule.
But Krule was ready.
Keep in mind, last time we saw a title fight in this building, Warner and Cologne were slugging it out. Krule inserted himself in the equation. Maybe Warner and Cologne feel, let's get rid of the atrocity and get back to settling it amongst ourselves.
I don't know if I'll ever forget the awesome bomb from that matchup. But again, Alex Cologne, you think he's dead, and he gets right back up.
Yeah, Alex Cologne's just built different, bottom line.
And it's not just the chain link fence you have to contend with there. You see the barbed wire wrapped all throughout, piercing the flesh, sticking into the clothing. Once you find yourself in that cage, it's rather difficult to fight your way out as Mance Warner going for the first cover of the matchup. Title on the line and a kick out from Krule.
Carmen, to that point, you could easily become tangled in the barbed wire while one of your opponents pins the other and you're defenseless to stop it.
Excellent point, Joe. So many variables, so much chaos in a match like this. Every single Cage of Horrors match has been radically different. From the one-on-one we saw with Rich Swann defeating Matthew Palmer last year, to the unit versus the crew way back in 2022. Feels like eons ago.
Just think of the growth, not only of the performers in that matchup, but also the growth of Wrestling Revolver since then, as Mance Warner with a right hand to Krule. A shot that would typically bring your opponent down, but Krule absorbing each and every one of these shots.
Body a chop down the near 7-footer. There is no weakness anywhere on Krule's body, and certainly Mance has the implements to create one, but it's easier said than done.
First time inside the Cage of Horrors for the big man. I gotta say, this may be the perfect environment for the atrocity as he's teetering on the edge of the top rope here. Mance Warner trying to send him into this elevated portion of the steel cage, and Alex Cologne has been busted wide open already.
Yeah, that cage is hanging there. It's supported and reinforced by these thick steel chains, but there will be little to no give in that landing, and good luck getting up once you get in that position.
Alex Cologne with a steel chair right off the temple of Krule.
Well, Alex can turn anything into a weapon. He's very comfortable using steel chairs.
Is Cologne at a disadvantage bleeding this early, or is this going to inspire him, put him in his comfort zone?
He's the blood fighter. He's in his happy place.
The longer this matchup goes on, sorry to interrupt, that blood loss is definitely going to play a factor in this matchup. We're going to be losing oxygen as Krule looking to bring the fight to both men. Krule looking for a double suplex.
Physically imposing his will, but wait. Reverse.
Oh my God! That chair just buckling under the weight of the atrocity.
Krule's spine bent in two completely different positions, the seat of the chair and the back of the chair. What a violent, violent landing for Krule.
And then his legs also smashed into that barbed wire fence.
I was just about to say, as if that was not enough, then crashing into the barbed wire. Again, every little movement into that barbed wire going to dig those barbed edges deep into the skin.
A special disadvantage when you're near 7 feet tall. There's nowhere to land that's safe.
Definitely a daunting task ahead of all three individuals here. Alex Colon off the chair into the cutter. But
Alex Colon is hungry. He wants this.
Unable to make the pinfall.
That innovation, that comfort zone. No one's been in more depth.
Oh, God.
Oh, my Lord.
That'll crack a skull.
That chair absolutely decimated. Krule into the cover, and Mance Warner breaking up the pinfall. Now, using that bent chair. All those jagged edges, those legs coming off in all sorts of different directions, creating that much more punishment. What the hell?
Just ripped that leg right off the chair.
One of the most sadistic individuals I believe I have ever seen.
I think Warner may have been watching his Tully versus Magnum, getting ready for this matchup, as just stabbing Krule with a piece of that broken chair over and over again, trying to open him up, trying to create that weakness.
Mance are just gouging away on his opponents.
Doing everything he can here. Krule now with his hand on the weapon. No! Not just content with carving away, he's looking to drive that right through the skull of Warner.
If Krule has his way, he'll impale Mance with that.
Oh! Alex Colon from behind now off the ropes, running in, drop kick. Rough landing there for Krule. As Krule now makes his way to the outside. Alex Colon looking to join him. Oh my God!
Right into that steel fencing.
And not just the steel fencing, Alex Colon, I believe, landed on the top. A rough place to land, but Alex Colon, no stranger to pain, now grabbing that broken leg from the chair.
He was just screwing it into the top of Krule's head.
If I was Mance, I don't think I would have stopped him.
No, I wouldn't either.
Mance wants to join in on the fun, and now Alex Colon being used like a cheese grater here on that chain link.
And look at these sickos recording it on their phones. You're right about Dayton being a bloodthirsty city.
A very fitting crowd for tonight's festivities.
And we want to thank all the sickos watching at home, too.
As Mance Warner, his 112th day as champion, making his 4th defense here tonight, has already defended the title against the likes of Mad Dog Connolly, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, and Alex Colon. Mance knows what it takes to defeat both opponents. Of course, he has defeated both Krule and Colon, however, not in an environment like this. As all three men now busted open.
Colon went to the eyes of Krule.
It didn't do anything.
No, Krule found a way to shrug that off. I don't know how.
An unstoppable monster.
This is upsetting.
And again, Colon and Warner, an unlikely alliance, but doing what they have to do. Oh my God! The light tower shaking back and forth.
Yeah, that almost became catastrophic. Not that it wasn't painful as hell in its current state. And Warner's looking for more implements of destruction.
Warner not satisfied. Looking to add to the fun here. Signs a few more steel chairs into the ring. What does the Southern Psycho have in mind here?
Colon keeping Krule at bay. That door, and there's barbed wire all around it. Krule stuck in it. And Mance Warner beating him with a chair, which is only going to wedge those barbs in deeper.
With each and every chair shot, that barbed wire being driven further into the flesh of the atrocity.
Absolutely bloody disgusting. Colon just covered in blood himself.
This alliance, so to speak, with Warner and Cologne of convenience. We know it's got a shelf life. We know it won't go the duration of this matchup, but in the short term, it is certainly advantageous as hell to taking out the atrocity.
And I want you all watching at home right now, take a good look at the arms and shoulders of Alex Cologne. Alex absolutely thrives in a deathmatch environment. Good God!
Krule hit with such ferocity.
And tangled in that barbed wire, but Cologne's not done.
The steel wall came down, hit Cologne, but he could give a damn less.
Nowhere to go for Krule, caught in this unholy web of barbed wire. Mance Warner now taking his shot.
Krule looking like a human sacrifice.
Beat down on the atrocity Krule. Our official Kreis here checking on Krule. I think he drew the short end of the short straw when it comes to refereeing.
Definitely putting himself in the danger zone. I hope that envelope is a little extra padded tonight.
The question, gentlemen, was that enough to neutralize Krule, to take him out of this fight? So we're now back where we started in June, Mance versus Cologne.
I mean, you can never count out Krule, but judging from the looks of it right now, Krule hanging from the post like a piñata. Nowhere to go here for Krule in the barbed wire. And now the duel begins inside the ring with the steel chairs. Good God.
I know Cologne is adept at every weapon you can think of, but I don't know if I'd want to match chairs with Mance no matter who I was.
Picking up right where they left off. Back at No Country. Mance Warner turning Cologne inside out. Cover was made. Title on the line in a kick out.
Trademark lariat of Mance Warner, but not enough to keep Cologne down. Speaks to the pain threshold of the deathmatch legend.
Warner taking a look around at his environment, trying to envision what is next. So wait just a
look at this!
Oh my Lord. Krule rising from the dead.
Like a scene from a horror movie, Krule back to his feet. What is it going to take to keep down the atrocity?
I can't even count the number of lacerations up and down Krule's body. That's just the ones we can see. But again, Warner and Cologne take the fight, but it may not be enough.
Double choke slam. What is it going to take to stop the atrocity Krule here tonight in our main event board?
I don't know, but after that beatdown, Krule is undeterred. Krule looks almost unstoppable right now.
The only thing that may stop him is being announced as the new champion. Scorched earth to Mance Warner. This will be all. Krule on top of Cologne, protecting his own interests, interrupts the fall.
The saving grace there, clearly Alex Cologne breaking up the pinfall, but you saw Mance Warner trying his best to play defense there. He tried to rotate out of the maneuver, however, wasn't able to quite block all the damage. And now Krule with Cologne perched on the top turnbuckle.
Smart instincts by the champion, but will it be enough to save him? But right now, Krule, sinister intentions with Cologne.
Cologne doing everything within his power to fight back.
Cologne desperately trying to fight his way off that top rope. Oh, diving cutter!
Cologne may have just saved his stakes in this match. Could he be the next champion?
Mance Warner breaking things up, saving his championship reign, at least temporarily, here in this Cage of Horrors match. We knew this would be hard hitting. We knew all three men would leave it all on the line, but we are truly witnessing something special here. Mance going to the outside.
At this point, I think Mance's instincts, his experience in this type of match may kick in, especially as the pounding headache no doubt intensifies.
What could Mance possibly have in mind here? Grabbing a door from under the ring.
I mean, Carmen, there's so many options. It's almost system overload if you're Mance Warner.
Yeah, how does he maintain his focus? You know, the blood is flowing, the pain is clearly evident. Yet Mance somehow cobbling together a plan.
If you want to be champion, you got no choice. This is what it takes to be the man in Wrestling Revolver.
It's an endless parade of doors
like
we got Monsters Inc. under there.
What now?
Sorry to date you there. As these doors littering the ring here. Dayton, Ohio, Alex Cologne grabbing a leftover keg from that Frat House Rules match.
That'll dent your skull.
God. You see an absolutely capacity audience, standing room only, as the sea of people watch on.
I poke God strikes.
Hellacious main event.
At this point, it may just be a fight between Mance and Cologne on who gets in the ring to use the doors.
Mance looking to pull Krule to the outside, now enters the ring.
The question is, which one of these doors will open to what Mance would call the pay window?
Well, I think win or lose, there are definitely some light beers in old Mancer's future.
And they'll be well deserved. Oh, stiff left hand from the atrocity. Oh, and a chair ricocheting off the skull.
A shot for Cologne for good measure.
Off that chair, DDT through the door. The Mance Warner has got to capitalize here.
Mance hit hard as hell too. He may have hit the back of his head on the way down.
How much damage has been done throughout this matchup as Mance Warner into the cover?
Could be all. Title on the line. Oh.
Super close right there. But Krule managed to get out.
Oh, God! From out of nowhere. That edge of the door, that corner digging into the hip of the atrocity.
In case anyone thought they could keep Cologne out of this fight for more than a minute or so.
Got another thing coming.
Rory's back in with a vengeance. You see the wreckage, you see the damaged bodies. Krule and Mance cannot even stand at this point. Cologne, at least visually, physically, seems to have a firm advantage. Can Cologne claim his first Revolver World title?
Using the remnants of that door as a weapon, swinging it, breaking it over the back of the atrocity as those splinters begin to litter the ring.
And imagine what that does to the bones, to the insides of Krule.
Also have to imagine every move that transpires in the ring moving forward, you're going to be landing in those splinters, doing that much extra damage. Alex Cologne trying to bring the fight to the big man.
This wreckage everywhere. No safeties.
Nearly 7 foot tall, over 300 pounds, turns right around, absorbs the shot from the door.
My God.
As the blood flows from the head of Krule.
No!
Krule's begging for more.
How do you stop him?
What? It's insanity.
Krule is punched through the door. Mance absorbing all the impact in that door that's not giving an inch. Oh, that's violent as hell.
And I don't know what's worse. At least if the door breaks, you get some sort of reprise afterwards, but repeatedly bouncing off the door.
Mance's
rips into this crowd.
Just bounce time and again. Like he was falling from a building or something.
And Krule can almost taste that championship gold. As you mentioned before, he had too short a reign in his own mind.
Yeah, think about the months of preparation that led into that championship match, that championship win, only for it to end in a matter of weeks.
Krule looking at reclaimed championship glory. Alex Cologne absolutely wiped out in the corner as Krule turning his attention towards the champion. Mance with a reversal and again.
Now Krule knows how it feels at Cologne.
Everyone just bouncing off the door.
Everyone getting their shots in when and where they can. If their door won't break, what the hell, might as well use it.
Maybe not quite I am the table, but I am the door for sure. That door not budging one bit. Good God!
And Cologne just beat the hell out of the door. Cologne's never met a piece of wood that he couldn't break in half with his body or someone else's.
Look at that sick smile on Cologne's face.
But he gets life from that. He gets re-energized from that. Cologne's red blood cells are flowing now, and he and Mance are gonna start swinging fists.
Three of the toughest individuals in our sport today, putting it all on the line for the Revolver World title.
And they want to move to the most dangerous part of the ring. They want to move near that steel contraption.
Alex Cologne daring Mance Warner to take a step onto the ledge and gets up and over. The atrocity lured in.
Krule went for everything and came up empty.
Look at Cologne.
He's stuck in the steel.
Alex Cologne using the cage to balance. An elbow dropped from the heavens.
Nowhere for Krule to go. Wedged between the steel and human bodies. And here comes Mancer.
We're not done yet. Oh, Mancer joining the fray.
Bodies stacked like cordwood on the chain link cage.
Question is, who got the worst of it and who could get out? Mancer does so first.
Well, Krule was at the bottom of the pile. You have to assume he's in the worst shape after that.
Krule in a bloody heap, this mangled wreckage.
But still
the
stirring.
Of the steel cage.
Krule is trying to regain his bearings, but it's Cologne and Warner, center of the ring. Is this an opportunity for champion or challenger to seal their fate?
A true test of grit right here. Who has the ability, who has the mental fortitude and the physical stamina?
Looking to slug it out with their bare hands. World Championship on the line. Mance Warner building up quite the combo here. Going for a little flip-flop and fly. Lands it. Elbow right to the head.
Now that's funky.
Oh, but Krule crawling out of the wreckage. Cologne and Warner have to be careful here.
Krule to his feet. How?
That's a great question.
Cologne never saw it coming. And drilled into the wreckages of the chairs and the doors.
Into the cover. Title on the line. Only a 2.
The wounds of war evident on the bodies of our main event competitors tonight. And look at this, Krule back on his feet. This is unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable. I'm not sure how any of these 3 men are still alive and kicking as Mance Warner looking to return to his feet. Krule taking a look at the hand, has him goozled.
Yeah, cinching in that glove, tight grip.
There's only one way to go, but Mance Warner going low.
The ultimate equalizer.
Jeez. You can see the dent in the chair.
Mance Warner not having to worry about pure rules here tonight. Warping that steel chair.
Oh, this is pure unbridled violence.
Around
just
savagery. That's a frame. Knee pad up, knee pad down. Knee trembler with the door. But unable to capitalize.
Carmen, that may have been a spur-of-the-moment decision, but you don't put your knee pad down when you got a door in your hand. Warner going to take a lot of himself.
Look at this.
Oh, God.
Alex Cologne, wait a minute.
Cologne, an opportunist. Oh, my God.
No.
off the top of the cage.
Cologne about a half an inch away from slipping and ending his own career, but he scored big center of the ring.
Wait.
What is this?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God!
Damian Chambers!
Oh my God!
No!
Golden ticket!
No!
Chambers, he's punching his ticket!
Not now!
He's cashing in!
You gotta be kidding me!
Ladies and gentlemen, Damian Chambers is cashing in his golden ticket, which means Damian Chambers is now in Cage of Horrors!
Are you serious?
This is now a fatal four-way! Damian Chambers! Pile driver!
Pile driver!
Oh my God, is this it?
We've seen him win matches that way!
No!
He won't beat Mance!
Mance Warner digging deep to kick out of the pile driver, and now Alex Cologne, the man who perhaps has taken the most damage throughout this matchup, caught into the pedigree.
Oh, I cannot believe Chambers, after watching these three men beat the holy hell out of one another.
Think about the guts. Think about the balls on Chambers entering into this match.
Oh, no. He
Think
knows
about
what
that.
it's like to lose the opportunity.
He's gonna blow the ticket again.
No.
Oh. Warner from out of nowhere, speared through the door. All hell breaking loose here in our main event that has now been turned into a fatal four-way with the addition of Damian Chambers cashing in his golden ticket.
Man, talk about an opportunist. Talk about picking your spot.
Oh, going after the eyes.
These three men can barely stand, and Chambers trying to sneak in the back door. Wait a minute.
Oh, you're a noggy backbreaker.
Did Chambers make the biggest mistake of his life?
Oh God. Cologne.
And if he didn't,
that's a
Kayla
four.
Cassidy
No.
they just have.
What a shot from Kayla Cassidy!
And look, I understand the mindset, I understand the rationale. You enter a matchup where all three men have put their bodies through hell, but now you're putting yourself in the same position. Stomp onto the chair from Chambers.
Cologne, we saw this earlier. It's how Chambers gained the ticket. Darkness Fall.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!
Oh, tell me.
We've got it!
Chambers has done it.
Oh my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match and new Revolver World Champion, Damian Chambers.
Oh my God, this is the greatest night in the history of professional wrestling! The greatest night in Revolver! The greatest night in Damian Chambers' career!
You want to talk about a turn of luck? You want to talk about a turn of fortune? This time last month, Damian Chambers was on a losing streak and now finds himself here in Dayton, Ohio, Cage of Horrors, your new Revolver World Champion.
None of that matters anymore. What matters is Damian Chambers is world champion. Oh my God, I saw it in him from the very beginning 4 years ago when Chambers just inserted himself into this company only to be defeated by Sami Callahan in less than 30 seconds. 4 years later, here we are. Chambers is